People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Kieler and Darlington Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. And sponsored by Ayers Furniture, Bytech Resource Management, Claire Bank, Fuller's Milker Center, Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington and Platteville, Les Mack, Northland Buildings, Reeves Wealth Management, Raleigh Cheese House, Russell Law Offices, The Shoebox, Tricor Insurance, West End Salvage, Carver's Hardwood Flooring, Sloan Implements, Sups, Brian's Auto Body and Paint, Gary's Pest Control, TriStar Pallets and TriStar Mulch, Krantz Auto Parts and Krantz Hardware Do It Best, Baus Electric, Cuba City Collision and Repair, Laley Center Monroe, H&N Plumbing, Heating and Electrical, Community First Bank, Grant Regional Health Center, Sullivan Auctioneers, Big Iron Realty, Lancaster Dental Associates.
People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Argyle Orioles hosting the Southwestern Wildcats on ESPN Radio, AM 1590 WPVL, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. With Arena Satterley, I'm John Satterley on a soon-to-be packed house here in Argyle. It's been a couple of years, Raina, since we've been here for a matchup in Argyle, but we know how ruckus this crowd can be, how loud this gym will get, and what is on the line, Southwestern or Argyle winning a regional championship.
We sure do. We sure do, and we also know that both teams are perennial powerhouses when it comes to volleyball.
Absolutely. Coming into this contest, if I got it correctly, 15-1 are the Southwestern Wildcats. They were 5-2 in the SWAL Conference. The Lady Orioles ranked number 1 in the state of Wisconsin. 24-1 overall record. Champions of the Six Rivers East with a 12-0 perfect mark. And Raina, they are led by two players that we know very well with their family lineage in Brooke Wellnitz and Kylie Butler.
And the same coach that's been here for several years, along with a familiar assistant coach whose name we called, a lot when she was in high school here. Kayla Butler was a tremendous setter for this Oriole team and a good captain and all over floor general.
Absolutely, and of course the winner of this contest will move on to the sectional semifinal matchup on Thursday evening against the winner of Belmont and Pecatonica just up the road on Highway 78. Yep. And that game also on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. The winner of those these two games will face each other on Thursday. The ultimate goal is the Resch Center coming up in 2 weeks, but you have to get past tonight to make it there. It's our pre-match show presented to you by Raleigh's Cheese at the corners of Highways 11 and 23 in the heart of Lafayette County. Don't forget the cheese. Our YouTube, Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel live and archive coverage is powered by H&N Plumbing, Heating and Electrical, and Laley Center Monroe. Our Grant Regional Health Center People's State Bank coverage of high school sports is presented by Cuba City Kieler and Darlington Family Dental, Carey Seamless Gutters, and Overhead Doors. Love to give a special shout out to a few people that we know, Rachel and Ray's in Blanchardville, know tuning in this game, and also to Goodfellas in Argyle, great friends of ours, and thank you for tuning us on, and hope you enjoyed our broadcast. Coming up in our Raleigh Cheese pre-match show, had a chance to talk to both head coaches, Jen Green of the Argyle Orioles and Karen Anger of the Southwestern Wildcats. We will set the table for this WIAA Division V Regional Championship. It is the Argyle Orioles hosting the Southwestern Wildcats. The road to the Resch Center lives here on ESPN Radio.
Pre-game one.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
Hello, Dr. Matt here from Cuba City Family Dental. Something we take pride in is having 3 state-of-the-art facilities in Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington. Our investment in the latest technology and innovative services allows us to provide top-notch dental care to our area families. Take control of your oral health and make an appointment with our team, and let's make your smile the best it can be. Contact Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental now, and let's start this journey together. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
Hi, this is Doug Dolter with Dubuque Mattress. Mattresses are not something that you should have to unbox and set up yourself. Frankly, they're cumbersome. That's why at Dubuque Mattress, we deliver, set up, and get rid of the old mattress for you. And it's not just for people in Dubuque. We deliver just about anywhere. Chicago, Des Moines, Minneapolis, Kansas City, or anywhere in between. So, when it's time for you to get a new mattress, let Dubuque Mattress take care of all of it for you. Dubuque Mattress, for the rest of your life.
Dubuque Mattress Factory, you get a little snooze time.
97.7 Country WGLR is your home for Green Bay Packers football. Hear our Casino Queen Marquette and West End Salvage of Lancaster broadcasts, proudly presented by Les Mack Chevy, Les Mack Ford, and Les Mack Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of Lancaster, where you can always get more from less. And Krantz Auto Parts and Krantz Hardware do it best of Fenimore all season long on our sister station, 97.7 Country WGLR. Pre-game 1.
Welcome back to our Raleigh Cheese pre-match show on AM 1590 WPVL ESPN Radio. It's the WIAA Division 5 Regional Championship from Argyle High School as the Orioles are hosting the Wildcats of Southwestern. We're now being joined by head coach of the Lady Orioles, Jen Green. And coach, it is so great to see you and your Argyle Orioles once again. What a great night for volleyball.
Yes, good to see you too.
Talk a little bit as we hear the one-up. Is that going to be the new? Is that going to be the new sound every time the Orioles get a point tonight?
Yeah, that would be a really good idea.
I like the sound of that, but there's been a lot of points for your Orioles this year. Tell us a little bit about this journey that Argyle's been on to get to a number 1 seed and to make it to a regional championship match.
They've been having a great year. They've been working hard right from the start. They're just a fun group to be with.
You have built up such a great program here in Argyle. You know, you had the Twin Towers. We were just talking off air, Ashley Broom and Jenna Salsa. You know, it goes beyond them, you know, before and after. How is that culture that you have been building over the years really culminate to this being a number 1 ranked team?
It's been great. I mean, I know I had a couple years off and being back at it and kind of rebuilding again, and we're finally here, and it's been fun to watch.
Who have been your main players that have really contributed the most? And I know you're going to say it's probably a team effort, but who are the ones that have really grown the most since the beginning of the season now to tonight's matchup?
It's for sure been a team effort, and you talk about, you know, having 2 power hitters. We have Kylie Butler and Brooke Walnuts, our 2 key hitters. Avery Steiner, she completes the team for us with setting. I feel like that's something that we've been missing in the program, and having her step in this year has been really great. Also, even the other underclassmen, Claire Holmes, she's been a key contributor. She has a great serve. She can take over a game with her serve. And our libero, too, Bryn Harris, she's a sophomore, but she does a great job back there.
What do you see this evening against the Southwestern Wildcats, another team that has been perennially right here in a regional championship match? What do you see that could be toward Argyle's advantage?
I think we just need to have that ball control, having good passes to get those good sets and feed the ball to our hitters. And I mean, they're so powerful when they go up there, and it all starts with that ball control.
Would you say Kylie's a little bit like her older sister, Unleash the 12 gauge? Does she kind of have that type of power going for her?
For sure, yes, definitely.
Not quite like Bailey, though, where it was just kind of the tip killer. Does she have a little bit of both?
I think she's got a little both in her, for sure.
Coach, one final question for you. Keys to the match. What will be the main key for the Argyle Orioles to win a regional championship on home court?
I think serve receive is going to be key for us, and just communicating. It's going to be loud. They need to be loud as well, and being able to hear each other out there.
Coach, I appreciate the time. Look forward to seeing a great match tonight, and look forward to hopefully get a chance to talk to you in the postgame as well.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Head coach Jen Green of the Lady Orioles joined us here in our Raleigh Cheese pre-match show. More after this timeout. The road to the Rush Center lives here on ESPN Radio.
Pregame 2. If you're upgrading a home or business, call the trusted pros at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. They offer a premium selection of CHI overhead doors, combining style, durability, and security for both residential and commercial properties. Need rain gutters to protect your building from water damage? Carey's has you covered there too. Learn more at Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com. They sell the best and service the rest. Get the quality you deserve at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont, and Prairie du Chien.
In Platteville, whether your tires just can't take it anymore or you need an oil change, welcome to Good Knees Garage. Maybe you just want a friendly, honest mechanic to answer questions about that funny smell or the weird noise your car is making. At Good Knees Garage, they have the experience to help you with all your auto repair and tire needs. In Lancaster, Pink's Automotive provides repair service for all domestic and imported cars, trucks, and semis. Their certified technicians have the equipment and experience to keep your vehicle in top running condition. For an oil change, new tires, or a complete transmission overhaul, contact Pink's Automotive in Lancaster.
Think Verizon, the best 5G network, is expensive? Think again. Bring in your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store today and we'll give you a better deal. Now, what to do with your unwanted bills? Maybe turn them into paper airplanes headed to see you never AT&T and T-Mobile. Jokes aside, the best 5G network has you covered with the most ways to save on plans, streaming, and phone deals. So bring in your bill to your local Verizon store today and we'll give you a better deal. Rankings based on Root Metric True Score report dated 1H2025. Your results may vary. Must provide a postpaid consumer mobile bill dated within the past 45 days. Bill must be in the same name as the person receiving the deal. Additional terms apply.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
Pregame 2.
Welcome back to your Raleigh Cheese pre-match show on ESPN Radio, AM 1590 WPVL, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. WIAA Division 5 Regional Championship from Argyle High School as the Argyle Orioles host the Southwestern Wildcats. Now being joined by the head coach of the Wildcats, Karen Anger, and coach, it's great to see you in Argyle this evening.
We're looking forward to a good match.
Well, I can tell you the first time I started broadcasting high school volleyball was covering the state run that Southwestern had about 14, 15 years ago. So my heart's a little bit with Southwestern here this evening, as that's where my start for covering volleyball was. This has been a program that has been building for so many years. How have you been able to keep the Wildcats program as steady as it has been in such a small school environment?
I would say right now we have a lot of seniors on our squad, and those seniors have definitely bought in, and they put in a lot of time over this past summer, and they're kind of hungry for some wins.
And it looks like you had quite a few of them here this season. Always want to have more. You know, a coach's job is never done. Even if you have a win, you always find something never to be happy about. You know, I've never seen a happy coach. But what is something that really makes you happy about this team on this journey on the road to the Rush Center?
Currently, right now, I would say that we are doing our best, kind of a high level of playing together as a team and being aggressive. And when we do that, I feel like we really kind of show our talents. We're obviously not going to be we're not excessively a tall group of kids, so we sometimes have to be smart. Mm-hmm. But we definitely, when we play as a team together, we definitely can show and hold our own.
Who are a few players that have really stood out for you that have maybe not so much the best players on the team, but have really grown the most since the first day of practice here to a regional championship game?
One would definitely be Alyssa Shalom. She took over our setting. She was not a setter last year, but due to the fact that we didn't have anybody, and me being my first year, I kind of asked who was in for it, and she has gone to it and really, truly has just taken hold of it. She really runs our offense very well. She goes after balls, and she's probably one of our most aggressive just players in general. Abigail Foley's a sophomore. She just comes in. She has that mentality of a sophomore that's just, open mistake, we just go and we do the next thing, and we just keep pushing, and she's really good at doing that. In addition to that, we have Megan Repsch. She's probably one of our kind of a senior that stands out to just hopefully hold everybody together. everybody still has their own roles, even though we haven't set everybody on our court. But everybody has their own roles, and everybody kind of hits together and hopefully comes together as a team.
What do you notice tonight against the Argyle Orioles? Yes, they're the number 1 seed, but that you feel like you'd be able to maybe take advantage of this evening on your skill set compared to Argyle's?
We're quick, so I'm really hoping, and we are extremely aggressive servers. One of the things we really have worked really hard on is being aggressive with our serving, getting the other team out of system, forcing them to make plays or get their setter to a point where they're not having as good of a set. That's one of the things that we really are focusing on, that and the fact that we definitely can swing hard and we can go fast. And so I'm hoping that those things will be to our advantage.
One final question for you, Coach. Keys to the match. What would be the main key for the Southwestern Wildcats to win a regional championship tonight on the road at Argyle?
Play together as a team, get up and block, serve hard, and hit the ball hard.
Coach, I appreciate the time. Look forward to seeing a great match this evening. Maybe we'll do this again in the postgame show as well.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Head coach Karen Anger of the Southwestern Wildcats join us here on our Raleigh Cheese pre-match show. More after this timeout. The road to the Rush Center lives here on ESPN Radio.
In Game 1, Fuller's Milker Center and GIA have the management tools you need to keep your dairy's profitability at your fingertips 24 hours a day. From many choices of reliable electronic ID to effective time-saving sort gates to the state-of-the-art Dairy Plan C21, monitor and control your parlor systems as you manage your whole herd. Contact Fuller's Milker Center, LLC, your GIA dealer in Lancaster and Richland Center for details on the latest ID systems and sort gates that can help your dairy's efficiency, putting you and your cows in the fast lane.
Watch live and archived H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical and Lely Center Monroe High School sports video coverage all season on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Get the latest schedule at AM1590WPBL.com.
In Game 1.
The road to the Rush Center lives here on ESPN Radio, AM 1590 WPBL, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel with Arena Satterley. I'm John Satterley during our pre-match show presented to you by Raleigh's Cheese at the corners of Highways 11 and 23 in the heart of Lafayette County. Don't forget the cheese. Let's take a look at the standings from the Six Rivers East this season. First, and that would be Argyle, the champions, at 12-0, 23-1. So now 24-1. Second was Barneveld. They're number 1 seed in the lower portion of this bracket. They are also the host of the sectional championship. They were 10-2 in conference play, 18-7 overall. Raina, 3 guesses, first two don't count, who Barneveld lost to in the regular season.
Argyle?
They have 2 losses and Argyle has none, so process of elimination. Pecatonica, they're right up the road and they are 8-4. Guess who Pecatonica lost to?
Barneveld.
And?
Argyle.
Right. You can just go right down the line.
As usual, those 3.
Oh, always. And in the past, we'd seen Blackhawk do really well. Monticello has had some really superb teams.
Coach Gustafson has some really good teams.
And Albany and Judah, they've had their teams in the past as well. Those have been a little more fewer and far between than the other ones.
More sporadic.
But the Six Rivers East has always been a potent conference.
Absolutely.
Well, and speaking of potent conferences, I mean, you cannot talk about potent conferences and not talk about the SWAL. Mineral Point, 7-0 in conference play, 34-4. We just saw them Thursday night against Lancaster.
Yeah, they were pretty dominant.
And they made a very good Lancaster team look very pedestrian.
They did.
Then you have Cuba City at 6-1, Southwestern 5-2. So once again, as we heard from Mineral Point, that you only played the conference teams once this year. That's it. You didn't play them twice. You only played them once. So Cuba City's loss was to Mineral Point, but then Cuba City falls to Darlington on Thursday night, and Darlington on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel is at Marshall this evening. That game is also on X1071.
I think that's another regular triangle of battles is Mineral Point, Cuba City, and Darlington.
And Southwestern right there, 5-2. Our first time broadcasting volleyball was covering Southwestern on their road to state. Remember all the shirts we still have at home that had the different colors, the neon colors, every step along the way. Right. I'll never forget that. As you heard a little bit in our interview with head coach Karen Anger, there is a soft spot in my heart for Southwestern, because this journey of us broadcasting volleyball wouldn't have been possible without Queen Bee Radio and Southwestern going to state.
Well, we started with Platteville.
Well, in Southwestern is when we started, because that was a playoff.
Right.
That was a playoff run, and then it was the next regular season we hopped on Platteville. but it was Southwestern. And then with us, with South78Radio.com, broadcasting the Six Rivers East, absolutely falling in love with Argyle, with their teams, their first conference championship. You look across the way, their first conference championship in 18 years. We were here for that in 2015, and they won 3 in a row, 15, 16, and 17. We were here for their first regional championship in 26 years in 2016. We were here for that. Are we going to see the first one in 10 years? And that doesn't seem possible. Argyle volleyball's been so good that we're talking, it's been 9 years since they've had a regional championship, and they're only their third one in school history. So Argyle with a lot to play for. Southwestern, again, with their overall record, may not be as impressive as Fenimore's 27-11, Cuba City's 24-13, obviously Mineral Point's 34-4, but the SWAL Conference makes you battle-tested, and that is what the Southwestern Wildcats come in here. Don't let the record fool you. They are battle-tested.
Absolutely. Every team plays tournaments during the year that helps hone those skills for playoff time. They're no exception.
And then you look at the Six Rivers West. We'll just kind of touch on them because that involves Division 5. Shullsburg was 17-8, 9-3 in conference play. They fall to Belmont, who was 5-7, 10-15 overall. But Shullsburg took care of business in the regular season against Belmont. The Braves turned the tables on Thursday night, defeating Shullsburg at Shullsburg 3-1 to face Pecatonica this evening. You get to the playoffs, anything can happen. And that's why, as you said so eloquently as we were on our way up here on Highway 78, that's why you play the match.
Absolutely.
That is why you do it.
It could be anybody's game.
That it could be. We're going to take a quick time out here in our Raleigh Cheese pre-match show, and we will go through the brackets of all of our area teams. This is the WIAA Division 5 Regional Championship from Argyle High School. It is the Argyle Orioles hosting the Southwestern Wildcats. The road to the Resch Center lives here on ESPN Radio.
In Game 2.
Are you thinking of buying or selling a home? Hit a home run with Home Key Real Estate. Kim Bussin is your local real estate expert and 5-star agent. Buying? They have a state-of-the-art website for all your searching needs. They provide first-time homebuyer assistance with the experience to help you find your perfect dream home. Selling? No problem. Ask about their discounted commission rates, free home evaluation, and available live or online auction services. Call one of our agents or call 608-642-0750 and ask for Kim. For your key to the future, go to homekeysearch.com today.
Watch live and archived H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical and Lady Center Monroe high school sports video coverage all season on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Get the latest schedule at AM1590WPBL.com.
In Game 2.
The road to the Resch Center on ESPN Radio, AM1590 WPVL, on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel with Arena Satterley. I'm John Satterley. Thank you for joining us here this evening. Let's take a look at the WIAA brackets. What's going on? Well, pretty easy to let you know what is going on. All you have to do is look at the brackets. That just kind of makes it funny when you put it that way. Just look at the brackets and that will tell you everything. In Division 5, as we're making sure everything's going up on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Here in Division 5, the number 1 seed Argyle Orioles. How did they get to the regional championship? Well, they had a bye on Tuesday evening, and then Thursday evening defeated the Benton Zephyrs 3-0, 25-22, 25-14, 25-12. The Southwestern Wildcats, they also had a bye. Then they defeated the 5th-ranked Potosi Chieftains in 5 sets. You talk about battle-tested, 25-18, 23-25, 18-25, so down 2 sets to 1, winning 25-17, then going to extras in the 5th set, 16-14. Raina, that tells you battle-tested right there for the Southwestern Wildcats.
And quite a heavy dose of tenacity.
Absolutely. Pecatonica defeated conference foe Monticello 3-0, but it wasn't easy 3 sets. 27-25, 25-23, 25-15. And the Belmont Braves 3-1 over Shullsburg, 25-22, 25-18, 15-25, 25-19. So the Braves actually, I don't want to say dominated, but they once again took care of business. Barneveld, they won against Catholic Central, 3 sets to none, 25-14, 25-10, 25-13. Yep, took care of one private school. They have another one tonight.
They're running the gauntlet.
Chesterton Academy of Milwaukee, they defeated Rio 3 sets to 1. Listen to these scores. 30-28, 26-24, 14-25, 22-15, 15-4.
Wow.
So Rio almost defeated Chesterton Academy of Milwaukee. Then the lower portion of the bracket, Madison Country Day and St. Ambrose. So Barneveld, the lone public school in the lower portion of that bracket. Let's go to Division 5, shall we? Well, we're still in Division 5. As we have Royal and DeSoto still in at Waniwak Center, and the Highland Cardinals, they defeated Wazeeka Steuben 3 sets to none, 25-12, 14, and 17. They're in Highland this evening. In Division 4, Fenimore, they defeated Iowa Grant 3 sets to none. They are hosting Bangor this evening, who ended River Ridge's season 3 sets to 1. Lower portion of that bracket, Cashton is at Brookwood. In Division 3, Richland Center, they are at Luther this evening. Both teams advanced 3 sets to none on Thursday evening. Mineral Point, they are hosting River Valley tonight. River Valley ousted Belleville 3 sets to 1. The Mineral Point Pointers over the Lancaster Flying Arrows, a game we covered over on 97.7 Country WGLR, 3 sets to none. Mineral Point looked pretty dominant in that matchup. And then the Darlington Redbirds, they upset the Cuba City Cubans 3 sets to 2, 24-26, 25-23, 25-20, 25-27, 17-15. An absolute battle at Jerry Pettigrew Gymnasium. And Darlington, they are at Marshall this evening. We are just about ready to get underway. Not many seats left in the house here in Argyle. The WIAA Division 5 Regional Championship. The Southwestern Wildcats, the Argyle Orioles. Let's about that time to go courtside here in Argyle for our national anthem. This is taking place during our pregame show presented to you by Raleigh Cheese at the intersection of Highways 11 and 23 in the heart of Lafayette County. Don't forget the cheese. Injury report presented to you by Russell Law Offices. The experienced team of personal injury lawyers will fight for your rights and give you the compensation you deserve. Visit RussellLawWI.com. Peyton Johnson out for Southwestern with a concussion protocol. Now let's go courtside to our public address announcer. Our national anthem as a chance of USA ring out here at Argyle High School. Let's take a look at your starting lineups presented to you by Fuller's Milker Center. See Fuller's complete hygiene line and options for your brand new dairy setup or existing parlor remodel. Fuller's in Lancaster, Richland Center, and at Fuller'sMilkersCenter.com. First, for the visitors, they are the number 4 seed. They are the Southwestern Wildcats, representing the Swall Conference. Riley Lewerke, she is a junior wearing number 3. Alyssa Shalom, 5'5" senior wearing number 4. Megan Ropish, she is a 5'7" senior wearing number 10. Lainey Ehrlich, she is a 5'7" senior wearing number 12. Alyssa Zeller, she is a 5'3" senior wearing number 22. And Carly Grant is a 5'10" junior wearing number 23. The Lady Orioles of Argyle, the number 1 seed and the host this evening, the Liberos wearing number 1, Bryn Harris. Kylie Butler's a senior, she's number 3. Avery Steiner, number 5, is a junior. Number 12, Brooke Wellnitz, she is a junior. Number 16, Lexi Wonders is a senior. Brinley Meinert is a senior wearing number 20. And Claire Holmes is a sophomore wearing number 21. Head coaches this evening, Jen Green of the Argyle Orioles and Karen Anger of the Southwestern Wildcats. Those are your starting lineups presented to you by Fuller's Milkers Center. See Fuller's in Lancaster, Richland Center, and at Fuller'sMilkersCenter.com. We gave your injury report presented to you by Russell Law Offices. The colors of the game presented to you by Cuba City Family Dental, Kieler Family Dental, and Darlington Family Dental. 3 convenient locations to serve your dental needs. Southwestern's long sleeves, blue jerseys, black numbers with white trim. The Argyle Orioles wearing the sleeveless jerseys, black jerseys that taper off to white, from black to white, with the sides being the orange with white pinstripes. Orioles across the chest in orange. The numerals in white. The libero is wearing the white jersey with the orange trim on the side. Orioles across the chest in orange and the numeral in black. Colors of the game presented to you by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental. 3 convenient locations to serve your dental needs. We're broadcasting from the Ayers Furniture, best seat in the house, in the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth. Ayers Furniture, downtown Ridgeway. Free delivery on heirloom quality furniture for every room in your home. For what's sure to be the best seat in your house, be sure to visit Ayers Furniture and AyersFurniture.com. You can listen to us online, AM 1590, WPVL.com, or on YouTube, the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel with Arena Satterley. I'm John Satterley. This is ESPN Radio, AM 1590, WPVL AM, Platteville, a Queen Bee radio station. Right to left as we see it, as you will also see it on your video screen or whatever device you are watching us on. Let's get ready for Regional Championship Volleyball.
Student sections making themselves known already.
That they are. A great contingent made the way from Hazel Green for the Southwestern Wildcats. Argyle in orange and black. They have a blackout this evening. And you'd swear that we've already gotten into the 3rd, 4th set. This place is electric. Argyle will start the serve. Claire Holmes going right to left across your radio dial or across your screen.
Just waiting for the down official to be ready.
Delay of game on the official. We get all that.
Not a false start.
I know, we get all of that waiting. And here's the first serve. It's going to be deep. It'll be taken by Southwestern. Go for the kill attempt cross court. It's on the line. Point number 1 for Southwestern. Hard cross court with the kill from the far side for Southwestern. It looked like, I think that was Megan Ropish, correct? Number 10? I'm making sure I saw the same number because that was right where the official is from our vantage point. Serve over. That's going to be an ace. Kylie Butler couldn't handle it. 2-0 after the ace by Alyssa Shalom. Alyssa Shalom. She will serve back row, taken by Harris. Pass near side, left hand kill to the back row. It'll be dug out. Wonders kills dug out, standing one-hander to the back row. Butler will take it high in the air here, right in the middle to Wellnitz. That's going to be down. Southwestern 2, Argyle 1 here in set number 1. This place absolutely raucous. Both student sections are not sitting. Great to see so many people that are familiar faces from both sides. Floating serve, it's an ace. Brooke Wellnitz tied to the 2.
It's nice to see this kind of crowd for girls volleyball in general.
Absolutely, and I wonder how much the success of Wisconsin Badger women's volleyball has led to this moment we're seeing now.
Oh, I'm sure it's at least contributed.
Soft serve by Wellnitz, high set, going cross court in the back corner. That's a kill for Leah Lisk. 3-2, Southwestern leads by 1. Again, thank you for joining us here on ESPN Radio, AM 1590 WPPL.
Abigail Foley into the game. During warm-up, she reminded me of Jenna Salsa, so.
Megan Ropich serve is deep. We're tied at 3. Go ahead. Tonight's match being brought to you in part by Apple River State Bank and First Community Bank of Galena, where you will find local bankers making local decisions and meeting local needs. It's a banking experience you won't get anywhere else. Apple River State Bank and First Community Bank of Galena, member FDIC. To serve, Avery Steiner. Back deep, taken by the Wildcats. High set, far side, kill attempt, dug out by Harris. Back kill again, Kylie Butler. We are not using a crowd mic, ladies and gentlemen. This is just how loud it is. Kylie Butler with the kill. KB makes it 4-3. We talked about her older siblings, 1 to 12 gauge 1, the BB. That serve's gonna be deep and out.
KB with a KO.
And there we go. I kind of, if she goes for the hard kill, we have to get approval from her aunt right to your left. We'll get that before we go further. Lainey Ehrlich with the serve into the Argyle bench. After the ricochet off of Avery Steiner, it is 5-4 Wildcats. Man, you talk about everything on the line and just the electricity in this building, it is unreal. Serving is Lainey Ehrlich. She'll serve it. It'll be dug out by Harris. It's an overpass to the back row. It's down. That was returned by Leah Lisk, making it 6-4 Wildcats.
I'm guessing it's actually Layla.
You could be correct. You're probably right. Serve by Ehrlich. Here to the near side. Butler for the kill on the line. KB with a side KO. I like that one. That kind of flows pretty well. I like that. 5 serving 6. Argyle trailing Southwestern early first set. Bryn Harris to serve. That's going to be an ace.
That should have been a double hit anyway.
Went to the left side. I think that was Riley Lewerke who was unable to handle it.
2 aces apiece.
Excuse me, Lisk was unable to handle it. Now Bryn Harris, the libero, will serve. Harris with a right-hand serve, low line driver, unable to handle it. Southwestern. 7-6. West End Salvage of Lancaster. See Junkyard Joe Cranston, West End Salvage team for recycling, as well as construction and demolition waste too. West End Salvage of Lancaster. Probably bringing you the scrapper of the game. Back set in the middle, going far side. It's going to be wide at point Argyle.
That was Carly Grant.
The Argyle student section reminded you can't do that.
I hate hearing that.
I don't care who it is, I agree. Set near the net, high in the air, going cross court and down.
Tell me that doesn't remind you of Jenna Salsa.
Abigail Foley, yes, rising up.
Coach Anger did say that she's come up big as a sophomore.
Yes, and she's 5'10". She's got, she is tied for the tallest on the team, but she's also got some hops as well. That helps. Destiny Furlong will serve to the back row. A little bit confusion by Argyle. Will be tipped over, almost in the net, but it will be in the net for Southwestern. Point for Argyle. I think the Orioles might have got away with one.
I think they did too.
Going underneath the net. 9-7.
Yeah,
again,
I think Avery Steiner contacted the net and the referees missed it.
Kylie Butler will serve, going cross court. High set on the right side, pushed over. Butler takes it. Set in the middle. Wellness for the kill. 10-7 Argyle. Two former Blackhawk stellar athletes open enrolled or moved to Argyle. Jen Wellnitz, you probably recognize that name. That is the older sister and head coach of Brooke Wellness. Low line driver for the serve by Butler. Kill attempt is going to be down. What a kill. Abigail Foley. 10-8. Argyle's lead is shaved to 2.
Substitution in for Southwestern, Alyssa Zeller.
Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque is powering our audio stream. Anderson Weber Toyota Dubuque when you are ready. Served by Alyssa Zeller to the back row. Argyle scrambling. They're going to get it over. No, they won't. Kylie Butler had a little too much oomph on that one.
Just a bit.
Start playing Plinko into the ceiling.
I think that would have hit the ceiling in any of our the conference gyms.
Yeah, it definitely would have.
Monticello, maybe not, but
yeah. High jump serve taken by the Orioles. Set near side, Wellens, tip kill. Oh, I think that might have been a pancake.
It was, but there was nobody there to get it up.
Destiny Furlong laying out for that. I think she did have her hand underneath her, but none of her teammates were over there to help her.
Agreed.
11 serving 9, set number 1.
Avery Steiner on the serve.
Running jump serve. Back row, bump set in the middle will be punched over. Taken by the Orioles, bump set near side. Claire Holmes for the kill. 12-9. Argyle with the 3-point advantage. Tonight's matchup being brought to you in part by Claire Bank with their 8 convenient locations in Southwest Wisconsin. Proud to support our community events, Claire Bank, where they say we can do that. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. 12-9, Argyle set number 1. Steiner's high floating serve taken into the back row. Bump set toward the front, just punching it over are the Wildcats, setting up high in the air. Brooke Wellness for the kill. It'll be dug out, chasing after it are the Wildcats, and they'll free it over. Now diving after it is Harris. Bump set near side, pushed over, kept alive by Southwestern. Far side, Ropish will go for the kill. It's into the net. 13-9. Orioles with a 4-point advantage. WCC Brands, custom apparel in Kieler. You can check them out at wcc-brands.com. A nice little 3-0 run here for Argyle with Steiner on the serve. Back set, kill attempt, dug out by Butler. Racing after it, he'll be freed over by the Orioles. In the back row, near the net, into the net. Point for Argyle as it was an overpass trying to catch up to it.
Not quite an overpass. It was too close, passed too close to the net.
Timeout called by Southwestern. Will take one as well. 14-9 Argyle leads on ESPN Radio.
In Game 3. Attention business owners. Are you tired of monthly fees eating into your profits? Look no further than People's State Bank. People's State Bank's business checking account has no monthly service charge. Yes, you heard that right. 0 monthly service charges. But that's not all. Enjoy free ATM and debit cards, free online and mobile banking, and free bill pay services. With People's State Bank, managing your business finances has never been easier or more affordable. Stop wasting your hard-earned money on unnecessary fees. Switch to People's State Bank today and take care of your business finances. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Watch live and archived H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical and Lely Center Monroe high school sports video coverage all season on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Get the latest schedule at AM1590WPBL.com.
In Game 3.
The road to the Resch Center lives here on ESPN Radio, AM 1590 WPVL. 14-9 in favor of Argyle after the Wildcat timeout. Avery Steiner serving wizard here. A short serve diving after it is Lewerke. Cross court way too wide by Carly Grant as a point for the Orioles. 15-9. Keep in mind, this is a team with a lot of these same players for volleyball. They've been to state for basketball 2 years ago, so they are tested in big moments. Serve deep in the back row. Southwestern setting up on the right side. In the middle, dug out by Butler. Setting it up for Wellnitz.
Somebody for Southwestern was in the net.
And it looks like it was Alyssa's, it was 23, Carly Grant in the net. 16-9. This has been a 6-0 Oriole run. Wildcat fans are saying this is for the birds. High in the air, far side, kill attempt blocked by Wellnitz. 17-9. These are two athletes, Miranda, that you and I have watched since they were in elementary school, and Brooke Wellnitz and Kylie Butler, and we saw this potential then.
We did.
A deep serve, it'll be near the net, tipped over and out. Point Argyle, 18-9. This already is favoring out to be potentially being a tri-court turning moment of the match. At least for sure of the set.
At the very least, setting the tone.
Serve into the back row. Quick set far side going for the kill attempt. It's dug out by the Orioles. Set up high in the air, here to the near side, just having to free it over. Is Claire Holmes high in the air, far side going for the kill. That's down by Megan Ropish. That there when they're in system, Southwestern looks almost unstoppable. But Argyle's done a great job of getting them out of system.
They have.
Lewerke to serve for Southwestern, trailing 18-10 here in set number one. Bump set near side, Brooke Wellnitz. She puts the hammer down. Chasing after it into the student section. Almost keeping alive was Riley Lewerke. It will be a point for Argyle, but not without tremendous effort by the Wildcats.
And now it was Argyle's turn to get the Wildcats out of system.
Yes. Serving Claire Holmes for the Argyle Orioles. Low line driver taken in the back row. Back step running kill attempt. Dug out by the Orioles. Back row kill attempt Steiner. Dug out by the Wildcats. Far side going for the kill. It's going to be down. Brooke Wellnitz couldn't get the block. Kill for Megan Ropish. 19-11. Argyle with the 8-point advantage here in set number one on the strength of an 8-0 run. Low line driver, dug out by Harris. It'll be Wellnitz in the back row. It's not able to be handled. 20-11. One thing with Brooke Wellnitz, watching her right now, is it doesn't look like she's putting much effort into her jumping ability, but she's able to get high on the net.
Well, we know that from her basketball days.
Right. Back over to Argyle's side, set here near side. Almost looked like it was two hits, but Butler will punch it over. Back set, kill attempt to the back row. That'll be taken by Steiner. Near the net, Kylie Butler will be blocked at the net. Kept alive by Southwestern. They get it over. All going to be underneath the net. Or no, 4 hits, excuse me. 21-11 in favor of Argyle. And I could not see what happened there, Raina, because of the official. Yep, so I might have to lean on you on that one because of where we're sitting. Kill attempt dug out by Wellnitz in the back row. Bump set, Kylie Butler from the back row. It'll be taken by the Wildcats near the net. On the right side, tipped by the Orioles near the net. Here's Kylie Butler with the left hand. It'll be handled by the Wildcats. Standing one-hander over, and that'll be wide. Point for Argyle, 22-11. Timeout, Southwestern will take it as well. 22-11, Argyle leads Southwestern. It's a regional championship on ESPN Radio.
In Game 4.
From small-town businesses to large multi-state operations, Tricor Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance have industry expertise that can cover all types of businesses.
Having an insurance agency that understands our business is a real benefit. They know our people. It's something Tricor does really well.
Tricor's in-depth knowledge of insurance, regulation, compliance, and safety consulting is here to help your business succeed. Working with leading insurance companies like Auto Owners Insurance. They'll be there when you need them most. Visit TricorInsurance.com to learn more about Tricor Insurance Cycle of Care.
Catch Andrew's Egg Service coverage of Wisconsin football on 97.7 WGLR and Wisconsin basketball on AM 1590 WPDL. Presented by Digman Construction. Queen Bee Radio is your home for Badger sports.
In Game 4.
After the timeout, Argyle will be on the serve, leading 22-11. Tonight's match being brought to you in part by Laley Center Monroe. Call your local dairy automation specialist, Jordan Wilson, at Laley Center Monroe, and the Highland State Bank of Highland to HighlandStateBank.net. Southwestern having to free it over, but they don't get enough power behind it from the back row. It'll be point Argyle, 23-11. Argyle sneaky good. There's a hard serve. It'll go back to the Argyle side. Setting it up, it'll be on 2. Dug out by Southwestern in the back row. Tipped over, dug out by Butler. High in the air, kill attempt by Minert. Taken by the Wildcats. Near the net, Ropish for the kill attempt, dug out by Wellness. Near side, Kylie Butler, kill! Set point up coming for Argyle, 24-11. With that, I'd like to say happy birthday to Susan Ahrens, celebrating a birthday today. Watching her niece play in this contest. Kill attempt by Southwestern Wildcats, dug out by Argyle, sent back over by the Orioles. Butler, back set near the net, tip kill attempt, dug out by the Orioles. Kylie Butler tried to go cross court but didn't get over the net. Point for Southwestern is 24-12.
Bailey Butler was really good at those sharp angle tip kills.
Excuse me. 19-16, Marshall leads set number 1. Also on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. There'll be a kill attempt by Brinley Minor, dug out by Southwestern, standing one-hander to the back row, taken by Harris, high into the air. Butler for the set, dug out by Southwestern, high in the air. That's going to be Foley, too hard. Set number 1 goes to Argyle, 25-12. 25-12, Argyle takes set number 1 from Southwestern. The road to the Rush Center lives here on ESPN Radio.
In Game 5.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things. You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too. And that's why we did something about it. We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers. We are normal people just like you. And together, we can make a difference. Take on your legacy. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Sponsored by the Wisconsin Army National Guard. Aired by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association and this station.
Our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports on Queen Bee Radio is presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and by Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Check out our upcoming schedule at am1590wpdl.com.
In Game 5.
Set number 1 goes to the Argyle Orioles, 25-12. Tonight's matchup is being brought to you by Mound City Bank's Total Line of Credit. They allow you the use of the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop into Mound City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Learn more at moundcitybank.com. Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center, Bloomington, and Hermson's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main and Platteville. See Hermson's for the perfect paint for your next project. Hermson's Ace Hardware, Bloomington and Platteville. Brian's Auto Body and Paint Specialist. The pros at Brian's get the job done right. For unexpected dings or major repair projects, head to Brian's Auto Body and Paint. Lancaster. Stats of the set presented to you by Dodgeville Tax and Accounting and Arena El Satterley CPA. With offices in Dodgeville and in Gratiot, go online, dodgevilletax.com, to learn more and find out why she is the best of Iowa County more often than not. Is it?
That's safe.
What was it, 7 of the last 9 years, I think it is, or 6 of the last 8?
6-8.
6 of the last 8, so there you go. Stats from Arena here this evening. Argyle 9-7 leading Southwestern in kills, 8-6 with assists. 14-8 with digs, 1 block for Argyle, none for Southwestern. Both Argyle and Southwestern had 3 assists, 2 tip kills for Argyle, none for Southwestern. Both had 1 service error, so 96% serving percentage for Argyle, 92% for Southwestern. Tonight's matchup in high school sports on Queen Bee Radio also brought to you by McNett Electric of Belmont. They can assist you with all of your electrical needs. Chip and his crew at McNett Electric are on call and ready to help you with your agricultural, business, and commercial needs. McNett Electric Belmont will have our mid-match report coming up after set number 2. Also brought to you by Breckler Insurance Group for all of your insurance needs. See Steve Lendowski at Breckler Insurance Fenimore. Breckler Insurance, serving Southwest Wisconsin for over 95 years. By Gary's Pest Control, Dickeyville. Gary's Pest Control salutes our local athletes. Gary's Pest Control, over 40 years of professional, friendly service. Set number 2 to get underway. Southwestern to serve. Taken near the net, fading backwards and on the line. Point for Argyle. Brinley Minor was able to get it on the back line. Wow. 1-0 Orioles. That one just absolutely just fell like a curveball in the back line. And to serve is Claire Holmes deep in the backcourt. Southwestern's Rogers sends it over. Argyle setting it near the net. Brooke Wellnitz will tip it over, just keeping it alive. Southwestern scrambling, tipping it over, kept alive, and point Argyle in the net. So 2-0 Argyle. An error, you could say an error by Argyle, or excuse me, by Southwestern. My apologies. Served by Claire Holmes. That will go over and absolutely sent back where it came from. Brooke Wellnitz unloaded the 12 gauge.
That she did.
And she's wearing number 12, so that was apropos right there.
Right.
Oh, boy. I don't think Southwestern's going to want to do that again. High in the air, right in the middle. It'll be blocked. No, it will not. It will be a kill for Southwestern for Lainey Ehrlich. 3-1. Argyle leads by 2. And thank you for tuning in wherever you may be. Here on ESPN Radio, AM 1590 WPVL, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Bumped by Harris. Back row, Kylie Butler. Rejected by the net. 3-2. And unfortunately, Raina, we do see that happen more often than not if you try to go for the kill from the back row.
Yeah, the back row kills.
Yes, to get it hard, you really have to have the perfect angle. And now it's going to be near the net, and it'll be, they're going to say blocked by Southwestern. I thought that was in the net. Southwestern plays on. It's going to be blocked by Brooke Wellnitz. Also there, Brinley Minert for 2 Orioles. And if you think about it, Raina, correct me if I'm wrong, it is just volleyball as there's a service error by Brooke Wellnitz making it 4-3. For girls sports, this is the only one Argyle stands alone. They co-op with Pecatonica for everything else, except they co-op with Blackhawk now for softball. So this is the only sport where
this is the only girls sport I get to see. So.
And that will be out on an overpass. We're tied at 4.
Because I'm usually busy during the other seasons.
Because Argyle Peck for basketball. Softball is now Argyle and Blackhawk. Cross country is with Pecatonica. This is the only standalone. And they'll be rejected by the net. Brinley Minor trying to get it over. Is now 5 for Southwestern. The Wildcats on a 3-0 run. On the serve, Lainey Ehrlich. She walks up, clears it. Confusion by the Orioles. Back row, Kylie Butler hits it across, chasing it to the back row is Ehrlich, now freed over by the Wildcats. Back row, now to the front. It's going to be an overpass, and points. Southwestern, 2 hits called on Argyle. 6-4, and the Wildcat student section just reminding Argyle student section that, yeah, you can't do that. Knuckleball serve is an ace. Harris unable to hand it. Is now 7-4 Southwestern. Coach Green talking to her back row saying, come on, ladies, get your focus. Harris and Wellnitz talking to each other. As 4 in the back row for the Orioles. Serve over taken by Wellnitz. Near the net, kept alive by Minert, and it'll be not hit over, fadeaway, by Minert. And it's now 8-4 in favor of Southwestern. Timeout, Argyle will take it as well. Southwestern 8, Argyle 4. The road to the rec center lives here on ESPN Radio.
In Game 6. Like any business, success in dairying is often determined by who you know rather than what you know. That's why it's good to know the pros at Fuller's, your Gia dealer. Fuller's is your source for the hygiene brand of products, as well as other dairy hygiene products. Make your operation more efficient and profitable, and get the most out of your dairy herd by partnering with the experts at Fuller's Milker Center, LLC, your local Gia dealer in Lancaster, Richland Center, and Fuller'sMilkerCenter.com.
Catch Andrew's Egg Service coverage of Wisconsin football on 97.7 WGLR and Wisconsin basketball on AM 1590 WPVL. Presented by Digman Construction. Queen Bee Radio is your home for Badger sports.
In Game 6.
With Arena Satterley, I'm John Satterley on AM 1590 WPVL. as we are here in Argyle for Wildcats versus Orioles Regional Championship. High in the air, Butler goes cross court. It's dug out somehow by the Wildcats. A beautiful dig. Now Argyle going back on offense. Butler for the kill, blocked at the net. Kept alive by Wellness. Butler again, rejected again by Rogers, and it's down a point for Argyle. And I think they're just double checking.
Just asking for clarification of what was actually being called.
Yep. So both captains are talking. Kylie Butler for Argyle. And it looks like Alyssa Shelliam is also talking as well. Point Argyle. You can hear Kylie Butler give the scream of approval. 8-5 now your score. That stops a run. A 6-0 run.
Argyle's energy had kind of dipped there for a little bit. I wonder if that's going to give them motivation to stay up now.
We'll find out. That's what happened right after a timeout. Southwestern to respond. Kill attempt down. Abigail Foley makes it 9-5 Wildcats. And she is able to get great height on just going up and getting the ball and hitting the ball at the top of her jump. That is not easy to do. Serve for the Wildcats. Setting it up near side. Butler for the hard kill attempt is blocked. Alyssa Shelliam.
I couldn't tell if that was a block or if that was actually...
And neither could I. I honestly couldn't because the official's right in our way. So I will say it's a block. Serve taken by Butler, back set with the left hand to the back row. Dug out by Southwestern near the net, keeping it alive are the Wildcats. Back row taken by Harris. Bump set to the near side, standing one-hander. Brooke Wellness just a rifle to the back row. It's taken by Ropish. Now it's to be dug out and a kill by Abigail Foley. Argyle cannot handle it. 11-5, the Wildcats. Southwestern not taking it lightly after getting it handed to him on the first set. Coming out hot here in this second set. Low serve taken by Harris. A quick throw over and down. That was very quick by Avery Steiner.
A good time for it.
It was just
short
throwing
coverage was not ready.
And throwing off timing. Sometimes that's all you need to do. We hope to have updates soon on Belmont at Pecatonica. That is also on our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Hit over and an empty spot in the back row. Abigail Foley with a nice touch kill. 12-6 Wildcats.
Zeller back in and she'll serve.
First set on a shoebox scoreboard update. Pecatonica takes set number 1, 25-14. Serve overtaken by Wellnitz back row. Bump here to the near side. Holmes, it'll be tipped at the line. Southwestern taking up really close to the net. Dug out by the Orioles. Kept out and is down. A tip kill. Looks like that was Megan Ropish. Correct? That was blocked by the official.
Yes, it was.
Okay. I'm just asking because I'm blocked by the official. So if I say it, asking like a question, it's, and there's a service error by Alyssa Zeller. 13-7.
Argyle needed the side out.
13-7, Kylie Butler. She is on the near side serving, kind of opposite of what everybody else does. You know, she's a Butler. She kind of comes by that honestly. It'll be a serve taken by Southwestern, standing one-hander to the back row. Harris will take it. Quick set, Brooke Wellnitz blocked. High into the air, it'll be an overpass and down for the Wildcats. Open area in the middle of the court. Megan Ropish found it. It's 14-7 Southwestern. You say just when you thought you had something pegged, well, you don't. And there's another service error. That one by Riley Lewerke. 14-8. And these service errors, Raina, are just absolutely stifling this momentum that the Wildcats have earned and built.
It is. It'll do that to any team.
It will. Avery Steiner jump serve. In the middle, dug out. Back set, running, kill attempt. It will be on the floor. Harris gets it. He'll be freed over by Butler. How did she get that over on her back? Kill attempt going cross court and down. Beautiful touch kill by Megan Ropish. 15-8, the Wildcats. Tonight's match being brought to you in part by Sloan Implement, your official John Deere dealer in Bloomington, Cuba City, Montford, and at sloans.com. Serve, Shelliam, deep, another service error by Southwestern. At least a third of Argyle's points have been via the service error.
That's the third service error of this set.
Yeah, at least Alan said at least
So
a
there
third.
you go.
I'm mathing again.
You are.
And now Argyle gives it right back. Claire Holmes serve airmails deep at 16-9 Southwestern as we're trading service errors.
That never goes well.
No, it just cuts into the flow, too, of a really good
does.
volleyball match. Serve, high, deep, and another service error. 16-10. People's State Bank for personal home business and ag loans. Visit one of their convenient area locations or visit peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC. Brooke Wellnitz, it actually stayed in play. We get to play the game. Kill attempt, dug out in the back row by Harris. Setting up near side, Kylie Butler to the back row. 16-11, Southwestern's lead has been shaved to 5. Bouse Electric called Brad Adrian or Josh Butcher at Bouse Electric, Lancaster, and Fenimore. Once again, shoebox scoreboard update. Peck 25, Belmont 14, set 1. Dug out by Southwestern, freed over. Taken by Wellnitz, high in the air. Kylie Butler down! 16-12, 3 in a row and 4 of the last 5 by Argyle, and timeout, Southwestern. Wildcats 16, Argyle 12. The road to the Rush Center lives on ESPN Radio.
In Game 7.
We know that good health is your #1 priority, and at Grant Regional Health Center, it's ours too. Whether it's a mammogram, lung screening, or colonoscopy, we make it easier than ever to get screened for your peace of mind. And best of all, at Grant Regional, we offer quick scheduling and less travel, so you can focus on what really matters, your health. Schedule your screening today at 608-723-2131, accepting Medical Associates, Dean, and Quartz Insurance, to name a few. Grant Regional Health Center. Better health starts here.
Our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports on Queen Bee Radio is presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and by Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Check out our upcoming schedule at am1590wpdl.com.
In Game 7.
With Arena Satterley, I'm John Satterley on ESPN Radio, AM1590 WPDL. And tonight's matchup is a doozy. Argyle versus Southwestern. High in the air, we resume play. Block is the kill attempt will be blocked again, but it'll be a point for Southwestern. Staying after it is Abigail Foley, making it 17-12. So both teams have taken a timeout here in set number 2. Even though on the scoreboard it does say 2 apiece. Set near side, Butler with the left hand. It goes along the net, dug out high into the air, and it's out. Point Argyle. Great job, Raina, by Kylie Butler to let that one fall instead of being the, how do I put it nicely, the typical Butler aggressive.
I don't know how
reason.
she's been staying out of the net because her momentum looks like it should push her right into it quite frequently, but she's done a good job of
showing restraint.
Up.
It'll be an overpass down. Lexi Wonders with a left hand pulls Argyle within 3. 17-14. I think this is also poetic as well, and I think Sue will like this one. Bailey wore 1, Hannah wore 2, now Kylie wears 3. Interesting. I don't know why I just made that connection. Bump set to the near side. It'll be sent over by Southwestern. High into the air. Kylie Butler blocked and on the line. What a block by Southwestern's Carly Grant. Staring down the barrel, and she did not blink.
And that got the Southwestern student section going.
It did. That was a beautiful block. I wish I could have seen it. I saw the officials back.
Elise Kubley on the serve for the Wildcats.
Destiny Furlong, actually. It looks like number 6. High into the air, near side. It'll be pushed to the back row by Butler.
You're right. I was looking at the Orioles.
High into the air, kill attempt. That's down. Abigail Foley makes it 19-14 in favor of the Wildcats.
Gotta make sure I'm looking at the right chart.
Timeout. Argyle will take it as well. 19-14. Wildcats leading the Orioles. The road to the Rush Center lives here on ESPN Radio.
In Game 8.
Hello, Amy here from Cuba City Family Dental. Part of our dedication to excellence in the dental services we offer are same-day crowns. Instead of return visits to our office, we can diagnose and fix your tooth in one day at any of our 3 convenient locations. Call us when you are in need and experience patient-centered care for you and your family at Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental. Ask about our new patient specials. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
Our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports on Queen Bee Radio is presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and by Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Check out our upcoming schedule at am1590wpvl.com.
In Game 8.
With Arena Satterley, I'm John Satterley on AM 1590 WPVL as we resume play. Southwestern on the serve receive. They will hit it to the back row, dug out by Brooke Wellnitz. High in the air. Kylie Butler will go for the tip kill. He'll be dug out, but unable to keep it alive is Shelliam. After the valiant effort by the Wildcats to keep it alive, it's now 19-15. Southwestern leading Argyle in set number 2. Argyle won set number 1, 25-12. Argyle trying to come back. Southwestern looking to even this championship match. To the back row, taken by Brooke Wellnitz, high into the air. It'll be a kill attempt to the back row, too deep by Claire Holmes. Point Southwestern, 20-15. Tonight's matchup being brought to you in part by Krantz Auto Parts and Krantz Hardware. Do it best. See Rob Krantz and the crew for full service repair on cars and light trucks too. Krantz Auto Parts and Krantz Hardware. Do it best. Fenimore. Low line driver taken by Brooke Welditz here to the next side, going to the back row. It's going to be a kill for Kylie Butler. 20-16. The Wildcats up by 4.
And Butler will serve.
Nice matchup also being brought to you by Cole Acres Golf and Grill in Cuba City. Check them out at coleacresgolfandgrill.com. Kylie Butler standing one-hander serve with the right hand. Into the front row, high set, kill attempt, blocked by Brooke Wellnitz. 20-17 in favor of Southwestern. Applied Micro is your computer and networking specialist in Platteville, Dodgeville, and at appliedmicro.biz. Kylie Butler, the senior, on the near side, standing one hand deep serve. That had to be played. It was too close. It'll be on the far side, kill attempt. It'll be tipped at the tape and down. Kill for the Wildcats. I think that was Carly Grant with the kill, or who was that?
Ropish.
Ropish, okay, thank you. 21-17. This is why we're a team. I can't see something and you fill in the blanks. Serve taken back row by the Orioles. Pushed to the back row by Wellnitz. High in the air with the back set. Now just set over by Southwestern. Quick set. Brooke Wellnitz unloads the 12 gauge. 21-18. I think that's poetic justice, giving the nod to Hannah Butler on that one.
I don't think Hannah would mind.
No. Like I said, she wore 12 one year. That's where she got the 12 gauge nickname,
right.
But then she wore number 2. And now a service error on Argyle on Avery Steiner with a jump serve that went off the side of her hand. It's now 22-18 Southwestern. 3 points away from evening up this regional championship match. Shelliam with the serve. Deep back row and out. 22-19. Service errors are the story of this set.
Agreed.
Regardless of what the final is. Now to serve Claire Holmes. 22-19 Southwestern. Beautiful serve, dug out. It's going to go to Argyle's side. Setting it up. Brooke Wellnitz go to the left side. It's somehow dug out. Kept alive. Argyle. Brooke Wellnitz go to the back row. Dug out Southwestern. And it'll be out. Point Argyle. 22-20. The Orioles trying to come back. Timeout. Southwestern. We will keep it here. Argyle 22 and Southwestern 20 here in set number 2 from the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth. I'm John Satterley with Arena Satterley. We will have your McNett Electric mid-match report coming your way in just a few points. Community First Bank, for you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank. CFbank.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Southwest Health, they have over 24 specialty services and more than 50 specialists. So you can have specialized care without traveling far for home. Learn more about their specialty services at southwesthealth.org. And the Melby Funeral Home and Crematory Platteville, they offer a history of caring and understanding that each family is unique and will honor personal requests and tradition. Matt and Laura Melby at the Melby Funeral Home and Crematory, Platteville.
Barnable's up 2-0.
Yay! Shoebox scoreboard update brought to you by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. Serve over near the net. Southwestern keeping it alive. Going to the back row. Kept alive by Holmes. Bump set near side. Brooke Wellness will go to the back row. Dug out by Carly Grant. Far side. Kill attempt. Just wide. Wait. In the net. Argyle in the net. Brinley Minert was in the net. It was going to be wide, but point goes to Southwestern. They're up 23-20.
I didn't see it, but then again, we're kind of blocked.
And it was right. It happened right in front of the far judge, so he would have been able to see that. Now serving Megan Ropish. 23-20, Southwestern 2 points away from tying this matchup at 1 apiece. Setting it over back row, Butler high in the air, the back set. Brooke Wellnitz is blocked. Brooke set it back over again. Southwestern high into the air. Far side Foley tipped at the tape. Kept alive by Argyle near the net. Tip, tip, tip. Argyle keeps it alive. Bump set near the net. And it'll be flipped over. Kept alive by Southwestern. Setting it back over. Butler has it. Now in the air. Brooke Wellness go to the back row. Dug out by Southwestern. They're scrambling and they'll bump it over. Argyle back row. Kylie Butler has it. High in the air. It'll be Brooke Wellness. It'll be kept alive by Southwestern. Freed over. Kept alive. High in the air. Brooke Wellness down.
What a volley. That was impressive on both sides.
I'm sweating after that one. 23-21. Southwestern lead is 2 in set number 2. Argyle won set number 1, 25-12. Thank you for joining us on ESPN Radio AM 1590 WPBL and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Southwestern with the kill attempt. Dug out somehow by Brooke Wellnitz. Freed over by Argyle. High in the air. Back set. Kill attempt. Dug out by the Orioles. High in the air. Near side. Kylie Butler. Tip kill attempt. Dug out by Foley. Back to Foley for a kill attempt. And that is down. Abigail Foley makes it set point number 1 for the Wildcats. The level of intensity here at Argyle High School has to be one of the most we've seen in a decade. Lainey Ehrlich set point, dug out by Harris. In the air, but there'll be a kill attempt, by Argyle. Setting up again, near side, Butler, back corner, is down! Set point number 2, upcoming. 24-22, Southwestern, set number 2. Now I'm starting to feel more mid-season shape. I'd say get the rust out, that's what it need. That'll be a short serve, just wide. Point Southwestern, set Southwestern, 25-22. McNett Electric, mid-match report coming your way. We are tied at 1 set apiece. The WIAA Volleyball Tournament lives here on ESPN Radio.
In Game 9.
Hi, this is Steve Schmidt, owner of the Shoebox in downtown Black Earth. We have thousands of pairs of shoes in stock, no waiting. So stop in anytime, specializing in size, selection, and fit. We will save you money. P.S. We measure both feet. Stop into the Shoebox, the largest shoe store at the north end of Black Earth.
Buying a mattress can seem overwhelming. How soft should you go, or how firm? How much support do you need? All great questions and all tough to figure out without the right guidance. Hi, I'm Jeremy Culbertson, and I've been building and selling mattresses with Dubuque Mattress for over 10 years, and with our guidance, we take all the stress out of mattress shopping. We guarantee you will love your Dubuque mattress, or we'll change it for you until you do.
Dubuque Mattress Factory, you get a little snooze time.
In Game 9.
back to Argyle High School on AM 1590 WPPL ESPN Radio. It is time for our mid-match report presented to you by McNett Electric of Belmont. McNett Electric of Belmont can assist you with all of your electrical needs. Chip and his crew at McNett Electric, they are on call and ready to help you with your agricultural business and commercial needs. McNett Electric, Belmont. Let's take a look at the stats of the set presented to you by Dodgeville Tax and Accounting and Arena El Satterley CPA with offices in Dodgeville and in Gratiot. Go to DodgevilleTax.com for more information. Argyle had one more kill than Southwestern, 12-11. Both were even on assists, if I read this correctly, 8-8. Okay. Digs, 9-5 Argyle. Blocks, 6-2 Southwestern. Aces, 1 for Southwestern, none for Argyle. Both had 2 tip kills. Southwestern, 5 service errors. Argyle with 4. Service percentage, Argyle 82%, Southwestern 80%.
Trying to get you set scores for Barneveld.
So So the shoebox scoreboard update, Barneveld is up 2-0. Pecatonica up 2-0. This is the only Six Rivers East one that is 1-1. But keep in mind, this is also the only one that you're facing a Swall Conference opponent. And the Swall Conference was brutal this year. This is about where it should be. So again, let's take a look at some keys to the set coming up. 25-9, 25-9, 25-15, 6-4, Barneveld with the advantage. Again, our scoreboard update presented to you by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the Midwest's largest independent shoe store. Of course, Steve Schmidt, a great sponsor and just an all-around great person. I'd like to thank him for everything he's done for high school sports in Southwest Wisconsin. We start the third set. Basically, it's a best of 3 now. We're tied at 1 set apiece. Southwestern will push it over. Now setting it up. It'll be Brooke Welditz blocked high into the air near the net. Stuff at the block. Southwestern keeps it alive. Bump to the far side, standing one-hander to the back row. Argyle on offense. In the middle, Brooke Welditz deep. He'll be taken by Zeller. Far side, kill attempt, dug out by Butler. Freed over to the back row. Southwestern thought it would have been out, but they kept it alive. Blocked by Welditz. 1-0 Argyle. And so far, whoever got the first point and the first 2 lost the set. Those are my trends I always like to look at. The serve is going to be an ace. Unable to handle it in the back row is Alyssa Zeller. 2-0 Argyle. And if we go with trends, whoever starts off 2-0 also lost the set. Fenimore leads Bangor 2-0. Thank you, Tyler, for that update. And that's going to be a service error by Claire Holmes, the sophomore. 2-1. Now Southwestern will serve Alyssa Schellium. And thank you for joining us here on ESPN Radio for Regional Championship Volleyball, as the serve will be an ace. Bryn Harris unable to handle it. We're not at a 2. It almost seems the crowd just, I don't want to say got deflated, but it's almost the nervous energy in here now.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel as jovial as earlier. Or maybe everybody's just taking a break because they expended so much energy earlier. Standing one-hander over by Wellnitz. Southwestern looks like they're a little out of system, and it'll be into the net. Megan Ropish didn't have as much on that one. And it's now 3-2 Argyle. You know, we kind of feed off of that too here as broadcasters, feeding off the energy in the building. I almost feel like everybody's kind of waiting for something to happen. Kill attempt, Argyle, LB Argyle going for the huge kill! Kylie Butler flying in, 4-2. I hope Shark got a picture of that one. That almost had that like the Michael Jordan jump man type of look in front of us. Serve over, taken by Southwestern, far side with the right hand tip. Dug out by Butler, setting it up. Butler with the left hand into the net. Point Southwestern, it's 4-3. If you want to see pictures of today's game, you can go online, check out the Monroe Times. Mark Evenstead is here, our old buddy. He is reporting on this story, taking pictures, and will be online with the Monroe Times. And you can check it out at themonroetimes.com. 4-3 Argyle leads. Set number 3, Brooke Wellnitz hits it into the net as she tried to kill it from the back row, and she goes right into the net.
Way too far back.
Couple of miscues by both teams here early on in this third set. Floating serve, taken back row by Harris. Bump set near the net. Kylie Butler is tipped to the tape. Point Argyle.
They say yes, it was.
Point Argyle. Both judges said yes, it was tipped. It looked like it from here as well.
I couldn't tell. It could have been. It could have been the
from
tape.
From my vantage point, it looked like it was tipped.
Okay.
Now to serve, Avery Steiner with a deep one, taken by Lewerke. From the back row, off the palm, taken by the Orioles. Near the net, Kylie Butler, it's blocked. Bump set by Wellnitz, taken by Butler, sent over to Southwestern. They will just punch it over. Wellnitz takes it high in the air, near side. Butler with the kill.
That's not Steiner serving.
Sorry.
Number 6.
Okay, so that'd be Elise Kubley. Thank you. Again, the double numbers get me.
Steiner's
every
in the front
time.
row.
The double numbers get me.
Steiner's in the front row.
You're right. Elise Kubley with the serve. My apologies. Thank you for catching that, Raina. See, that's why we're
At least I'm looking at the right side of the program this time.
Into the net. Dunk down. Lexi Wonders. It was an overpass. She sent it back where it came from. Argyle up 7-4. This match is going to go at least 4 as we're tied at 1 apiece. Serve into the net. That's a service error. 7-5. Argyle with the lead. Apple River State Bank and First Community Bank of Galena, where you'll find local bankers making local decisions and meeting local needs. It's a banking experience you won't get anywhere else. Apple River State Bank and First Community Bank of Galena, member FDIC. Bump set near side. Going with the left hand for the kill attempt is Lexi Wonders, dug out by Southwestern. Kill attempt by Foley. Here's alive, near side. It's Butler into the net. 7-6. Southwestern within 1. Argyle with looking for their first regional championship since 2016. Bump set near side, push to the back row by Kylie Butler. Bump, a little bit out of system, but kill attempt is going to be way too deep by Abigail Foley. 8-6 in favor of Argyle. With the conference championship, Argyle won their first conference championship since 2017. That was the last of 3 consecutive. Deep serve taken by Southwestern. They will have to free it over. Front row dugout. It's going to be an overpass. Southwestern gets a break. They get to go back into the system. Near side, it's hit in the net. Morgan Rogers just trying to annihilate that one. It goes into the net. 9-6. Argyle with the lead in set number 3. Our match is knotted at 1 apiece.
15-7 in Barneveld.
Thank you. It's a shoebox scoreboard update. Southwestern scrambling, trying to keep it going along the top of the tape. Argyle will have it pushed over by Butler. Now Southwestern high, far side. Foley, kill attempt, just deep. Timeout. Southwestern. We will keep it right here, 10-6. Argyle with the lead in set number 3 as we are seeing Coach Karen Anger calling timeout before it gets out of hand. Mound City Bank's total line of credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop into Mound City Bank to apply. Offers subject to approval. Member FDIC equal housing lender. Learn more at moundcitybank.com. Laley's Center Monroe. Call your local dairy automation specialist, Jordan Wilson, at Laley's Center Monroe. Carver's Hardwood Flooring. For hardwood flooring, stair installation, or refinishing needs, call Ryan Carver, the only National Wood Flooring Association certified installer, sander, and finisher in the tri-state area. Carver's Hardwood Flooring, Benton. I'd like to give special thanks to Goodfellas in Argyle. Be a good fella and stop and see everybody here in Argyle. And of course, you got the Corner Bar. You like to see them. Of course, Jen Wellnitz. Always love to talk with her. Go ahead into Browntown. I think she's got a new business now. She was saying something. She was dealing with something with antiques today.
Okay.
Jen Wellnitz and antiques. Not two things I would consider to go hand in hand. We resume play. Brent Harris serves it long. service error, 10-7. Argyle's lead is cut to 3.
Service percentage for the match is almost identical between these two teams.
Wow.
86.2 versus 86.0.
From the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth, she's Arena Satterley. I'm John Satterley. Thank you for joining us. Dunk over by Argyle, kept alive by Southwestern in the back row. That's Abigail Foley. Here near side, going for the kill attempt is Butler. She sends it long. 10-8 now. Argyle's lead is shaved to 2. And our shoebox scoreboard update, River Valley and Mineral Point are tied at 1 apiece. 10-2, Marshall leading set number 3. Highland and Wanawak Center tied at 1 apiece. Kylie Butler going down the line, kept alive by Southwestern, pushed over, setting it up. It'll be right near the net. Kill attempt by Holmes is dug out by Southwestern. Foley with the kill attempt, dug out by Harris. Bump set to the near side, freed over by Butler, basically hitting the reset button. Near the net, push to the back row. There's Wellnitz. High in the air, near side. Kylie Butler is rejected, but it's out. Point Argyle. Just by an inch or 2, that missed the line. See what else do we have? Fenimore leads Bangor 2-0. Pack up 2-0, 25-14, 25-16. Winner of that matchup faces the winner of this one. It's freed over. Great hustle by Southwestern, and this dunk down and an overpass. Right there, Johnny on the spot is Abigail Foley, pulling Southwestern within 2. It's 11-9. Now to serve Alyssa Zeller. Everybody kind of taking a quick breath here. Almost a capacity crowd here in Argyle. Set near side. Brooke Wellnitz just absolutely punished that one. 12-9. And right there trying to do everything she could was Alyssa Shelliam. She stopped it, but she got about 95% of it. Now to serve. Now it's Avery Steiner?
Now it is, yes.
Okay, now it's Avery Steiner. Avery Steiner will serve high and deep, taken by the Wildcats with a back set kill attempt. That's down.
And tipped. Yep.
That's a kill by Carly Grant. 12-10. Orioles by 2. We're tied at 1 set apiece. Argyle took the first set 25-12. Southwestern took set number 2, 25-22, but the Wildcats were in control of pretty much the entire second set. Bump set near side. In the middle, going backwards was Brinley Minert. She was not able to get enough on it to get it over. It is now 12-11. Wildcats within 1. Now to serve Riley Lewerke. Taken by Harris in the back row. High in the air near side. Wellnitz winds up, taken in the back row. Southwestern, Ropish will set it over. Almost a lift on Argyle, and it was not called. Almost a lift on Southwestern, not called. They're even. Now it's a bump in the near court. Here for Argyle, it is blocked. Kill attempt by Claire Holmes. I couldn't tell if it was blocked or in the net. Regardless, we're tied at 12.
Yeah, I think it was in the net.
On the shoulder of the official, just because of where we're at. I mean, you talk about being right in the middle, and that's going to be a service error. It's deep. Argyle retakes a 1-point advantage on another Wildcat service error.
19-15 in Barneveld.
That's a shoebox scoreboard update. As a beautiful serve by Claire Holmes. Now a kill attempt dug out by Butler, going toward the crowd, running out of real estate. Kill by Megan Ropish. Tied at 13. Both teams had at least a 6-point advantage at this point in the previous 2 sets. This one has that feeling of extras. That is going to be another service error by Southwestern. Regardless of the outcome, Coach Karen Anger is going to look at these service errors and how many points they gave to a number 1 seed.
Right.
High in the air, Southwestern, a little bit of confusion, out of system. Now Argyle goes back. It'll be Butler going to the back corner. It'll be taken by Southwestern. It looks like it was going to be way out. Near the net, pushing it over. Butler bumps it. Here to the near side. Kylie Butler off the top of the tape. It'll be kept alive by Southwestern. Now kept alive by Butler. Nope, it's out. Point. Southwestern tied again at 14. Substitution for the Wildcats. Zeller out.
Foley
in.
This is the rotation that Southwestern wants.
Yes, it is. High in the air, near side. Butler, kill! 15-14, Argyle reclaims a 1-point advantage.
Nice set by Lexi Wonders.
When I see Abigail Foley in there, all I can think of is Mrs. Foley's baby girl. Instead of with Mick Foley from WWE Wrestling, I always say Mrs. Foley's baby boy. So I'm thinking Mrs. Foley's baby girl. Just a WWE reference. High into the air, it's Foley with a kill attempt. Dog out by Argyle. It goes over the net. Setting it up near the net. Kill is down. Lainey Ehrlich ties it at 15. Now I need to look over on the Southwestern side because if I remember correctly, my classmate Jason Foley lives in the Southwestern School District. I wonder if that's his daughter.
You're about the right age.
Yeah, it would be. That'll be flipped over by Steiner. Back to Harris. High in the air, near side. Butler, tip kill attempt. Dug out, flying out of nowhere. Foley hits it over. Taken by Argyle. Near side, Kylie. Butler blocked. Taken by Wellness. Going for the kill attempt to the back corner. Just out.
Just out, yeah.
As Lexi Wonders thought she painted the corner. It was too wide. Southwestern takes a 1-point lead. 16-15. Timeout, Argyle. Now give us time to remind you the Melby Funeral Home and Crematory of Platteville offers a history of caring and understanding that each family is unique and will honor personal request and tradition. Matt and Laura Melby at the Melby Funeral Home and Crematory, Platteville. West End Salvage of Lancaster. See Junkyard Joe Krantz on the West End Salvage team for recycling as well as construction and demolition waste too. West End Salvage of Lancaster. Russell Office's local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Russell Offices, Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington. With Arena Satterley, I'm John Satterley on AM 1590 WPVL.com, on AM and on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. River Valley Mineral Point tied at 1 apiece. Highland Waniwak Center 1 apiece. Fenimore leading Bangor 2-0. Here it's 1-0, and that's going to be an ace for Southwestern. They now lead 17-15. Again, Raina, we've talked about this with Southwestern. Their record may not be as impressive, but look at how impressive their conference is. Near side, Butler over the top of the tape, kept alive by Southwestern, standing one-hander, taken by Butler. Here to the near side, Kylie for the kill attempt, dug out by the Wildcats, high in the air, Foley kill attempt, tipped at the tape, kept alive, running near side, Butler goes to the back row, taken by the Wildcats, back set, kill, blocked at the net, kept alive by Argyle. It'll be Brooke Wellness for the back, off the top of the tape, it was tipped, point Argyle. 17-16.
Match point in Barneveld.
All right,
24-19.
We'll get those scores once it goes final. Bryn Harris to serve for the Orioles. Bump set high into the air. Foley for the kill attempt. Tip, kill down. Abigail Foley makes it 18-16. The Wildcats.
It's over. Barneveld sweeps the private school 25-19 in the third.
And what were the first two scores?
25-9, 25-15. Destiny Furlong, sir.
We'll get that in a moment. Here to the near side, going for the kill attempt off the top of the tape, kept alive by Southwestern, tipping it over and in the net. Southwestern, or 2 hits there, excuse me. They're going to say it's 2 hits. Regardless, Southwestern's lead is cut to 1. So it is final in Barneveld. They sweep the Milwaukee Private School 3-0. Here we're tied at 1 set apiece. Southwestern with a 1-point advantage, standing one-hander for the back row, and that's in. Beautiful hit. Those standing one-handers normally don't do much, but it painted the corner. Megan Ropish with a beautiful hit. The Southwestern crowd feeling it now. We're tied at 1 set apiece. Leading by 2 in set number 3. Serve taken near side. Brooke Wellness just unloads. 19-18. Scoreboard update presented to you by the Shoebox. Fenimore defeats Bangor 3-0.
Steiner on the serve.
High jump serve in the middle near the net, tipped over, punched over by Wellness. Now setting it up, back set, kill attempt, going hard on the back line. 20-18. The official here on the near side, she was adamant it was on the back line. That's gonna be high up into the air, kept alive by by Butler and set over. Now will be a quick set, tipped at the tape, kept alive by Argyle. Brooke Wellnitz tipped at the tape, kept alive by Lewerke. Far side, kill attempt, it'll be on the line. Lady Ehrlich, 21-18 Southwestern. Argyle still has 1 timeout left in set number 3, and they trail by 3. The crowd from Hazel Green, they are with it right now. Harris has a hard time where they'll be freed over by Wellnitz. Bump set to the far side, set over, taken by Argyle. Near side kill attempt into the net by Claire Holmes. 22-18 in favor of Southwestern. Timeout. Argyle. Southwestern 22, Argyle 18. We're tied at 1 set apiece. Southwestern chanting, yes, we can. Southwest Health has over 24 specialty services and more than 50 specialists, so you can have specialized care without traveling far from home. Learn more about their specialty services at southwesthealth.org. Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque, powering our audio stream. Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque, when you are ready. Richland Center down 2-0 in their matchup. And a lot going on this evening. WIAA Regional Championship. I'd like to say thank you to Goodfellas in Argyle. Be a good fella and stop by for amazing food once a month. Extra cheese always paid for on your pizzas. They're homemade pizzas. If you haven't tried them, make sure you do it. Goodfellas in Argyle. Southwestern serves it over. High into the air. Brooke Wellnitz will be tipped to the tape. Point Argyle. Southwestern thought they had a point. The same official here on the near side, she was calling tip right away. 22-19. And I wouldn't say that was a break. It looked like it was tipped from my angle as well. Now
Wildcats
serving,
still confused. They are adamant they didn't touch it.
Claire Holmes to serve. Running jump serve taken in the middle. Near the net. In the net. Are they going to call it in the net? No, they're not. It looked like the Southwestern was in the net on the follow-through. Point for Southwestern, 23-19. Now, again, that's coming from my angle.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, and I'm saying from my angle, it looked like the follow-through went into the net ever so slightly, but it looked like it did. Near the net, it'll be left side. Dug out by Lewerke. Far side, Southwestern for the kill attempt. That's down. Megan Ropish makes it 24-19. Set point number 1 for Southwestern. Serve over. Taken by the Orioles. It'll be down, a kill for Brooke Wellnitz. 24-20. We go to a 4th set in Blanchardville. Belmont wins set number 3, 28-26.
Wow.
Here we're going to go to a set 4 pretty soon, but the question is, who's going to lead 2 sets to 1? punch over. That will be out. 24-21. Argyle still breathing. Set point number 3. It was 24-19. Brooke Wellnitz on the serve. Taken in the middle. Southwestern punching it over.
Outside the pin.
Outside the pin. Point Argyle. Timeout Southwestern. Set point number 4 upcoming. 24-22. Going to set number 4 in Blanchardville. Belmont takes set number 3, 28-26. Marshall ends Darlington season. Set number 3 went 25-15. Marshall defeated Darlington after their big upset against Cuba City on Thursday night. Darlington falls 3-0 to the number 2 seed, Marshall. Barneveld wins 3-0. Fenimore beats Bangor 3-0. Mineral Point and River Valley tied at 1 apiece. Highland and Waniwak Center tied at 1 apiece. I think we got everything caught up on the shoebox scoreboard. Here, it's 1 apiece. Southwestern looking at set point number 4. From the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth, I'm John Satterley with Arena Satterley on ESPN Radio and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Both teams out of timeouts. A little bit of cluster. It's by Southwestern near the net, and it's somebody in the net. It's Southwestern. Point Argyle. 24-23.
Ehrlich, I believe.
Brooke Wellnitz on the serve. 24-23. Southwestern set point number 5. Getting it near the net, it'll be freed over. Harris bump set back row. Butler taken by Southwestern near the net, far side. Killatep dug out by the Argyle Orioles near side. Butler wide. Point Southwestern. Set Southwestern. The Wildcats lead the match 2-1. 25-23. Southwestern takes set number 3. Argyle is going to have to win the next 2 to move on. The Wildcats 1 set away from a regional championship. Back after this timeout as the road to the Resch lives here on ESPN Radio.
In Game 10.
Our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports on Queen Bee Radio is presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and by Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Check out our upcoming schedule at am1590wpvl.com.
At Napa, we love cars, trucks, tractors, really anything with wheels and an engine. It's more than our business, it's our passion. That's why we care so much about quality parts and quality people. And that's why Napa is so proud to be one of the most comprehensive car care brands. Tools, parts, fluids, and more. We've got you covered. Visit your locally owned parts store, Napa Auto and Truck Parts, Highway 14 East, Richland Center, and Highway 61 in Boscobel.
In Game 10.
Back to Argyle High School on ESPN Radio, AM 1590, WPVL. With Arena Satterley, I'm John Satterley. The match looks like this. Argyle dominated set number 1 at 25-12. Southwestern has taken the next 2, 25-22, 25-23. We already know Barneveld moves on. They won 3-0. Fenimore has moved on. They won 3-0. Argyle leads, Pecatonica leads Belmont 2-1. Darlington's season is over. They lost 3-0. Richland Center down 2-0. Fenimore beat Bangor 3-0. Mineral Point River Valley tied at 1 set apiece. Southwestern student section, they are going at it. These stats from that third set, Argyle had 12 kills to Southwestern's 8. 10 assists to 8 assists. Argyle had better than Southwestern. Digs 13-12 in favor of Southwestern. Blocks 3-2 in favor of the Wildcats. 2-1 aces in favor of the Wildcats. 2 tip kills to none in favor of Southwestern. 3 service errors for Argyle to 2 for Southwestern. Service percentage, 88% Argyle, 92% for Southwestern. Your stats presented by Dodgeville Tax and Accounting. And add another service error to start set number 4, 1-0 Argyle.
That's the 8th one of the evening.
And the trend has been whoever won the first point has lost the set so far. Out near the net, dunked down, and it'll go out of play. It'll be a point for Argyle. 2-0 Argyle. I just think it's quite interesting. Serve for Argyle, Claire Holmes, and it will go into the net. Kept alive, but it will be down. Point Argyle, 3-0. I know you can just tell by the look on Coach Jen Green's face that this has not been what she's been used to seeing on her team that has gone 24-1 this far in the season. That's going to be into the net and a point for Argyle. 4-0. Again, they're landing in the back row for Southwestern, but it's at such a speed, and the angle when they bump it, it goes into the net.
Yeah, it's not a good pass.
It is not. Serve, Holmes. Now it goes into the Southwestern bench. Another point for Argyle. They now lead 5-0. Southwestern leads the match 2-1. Argyle needs to win this one to force a deciding set 5. Back set in the middle, blocked at the net by Wellnitz. Kill attempt, dug out back row. Setting it up, Wellnitz to the back corner. It's wide, point for Southwestern.
Just wide.
That stops 5 in a row by Argyle to start set number 4. Argyle won the first set.
Zeller fully in.
Argyle won the first set, but Southwestern has taken the previous 2. Harris takes the serve, bump set near the net, push to the back row by Wellnitz, and it's down. 6-1. We've seen that by Wellnitz's and Butler's over the years. They just have that knack of finding the back corner where everybody is vacated. Serve by Wellnitz, far side, Foley, way too long. 7-1 Orioles. Timeout, Southwestern. We will keep it right here. Set number 4, Argyle 7, Southwestern 1. Mountain City Bank's total line of credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop into Mountain City Bank to apply. Offers subject to approval. Member FDIC equal housing lender. Learn more at mountaincitybank.com. Also, Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center Bloomington and Hermson's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main in Platteville. See Hermson's for the perfect paint for your next project. Hermson's Ace Hardware, Bloomington, and Platteville. Just a reminder, coming up in our post-game show, presented to you by Reeves Wealth Management and Edward Jones. We'll have your Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center Most Valuable Player, Tricor Turning Point, and your Scrapper of the Game, presented by West End Salvage. From the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth with Arena Satterley, I'm John Satterley. 2-1. Southwestern, the 4 seed, leading the number 1 seed and number 1 ranked Argyle Orioles. Freed over by Southwestern. Wellnitz takes it high in the air. Butler for the kill. 8-1 Orioles. One thing I think that's interesting, Raina, is that the side judges, they have moved each set.
It flopped, yep.
Serve, Wellnitz is going to go back over to Argyle's side. Setting it up near side. Butler to the back corner is going to be dug out by Southwestern, punched over high into the air. Set here to the near side for the back row. Kylie Butler gets it down. 9-1 Argyle.
This is probably what Coach Green's used to seeing.
Yes. What's that scent in the air? I'm smelling 5. That's what it's starting to smell like in Argyle. Kill attempt by Foley. Not if she has something to say about it. Abigail Foley with the kill. 9-2 now is your score. That stops another 4-0 run by Argyle. 5-0 run and a 4-0 run they've had. Serve over taken by Butler. Near side, Kylie Butler! 10-2! Momentum shifting here at Argyle High School in this WIAA Division 5 Regional Championship. Southwestern leads the championship match 2-1. Argyle with a service error by Elise Kubley. Score is now 10-3. Both teams has been detrimental to their success this evening, Raina. Just both teams, just uncharacteristic. Now
they each have 9 service errors for the match.
Destiny Furlong to serve for the Wildcats. Set near side. Butler off the side of her hand. Foley will dig it out. Bump set over to Foley. She goes for the kill attempt. It's blocked, kept alive somehow by Argyle. It's going to be Butler going for the kill attempt. It's down. It looked like Kylie Butler mistimed her jump, but it went right in the middle where nobody was. Everybody had vacated. 11-3, Argyle to serve, Bryn Harris. She's wearing the white jersey, meaning the libero. The black jersey for Southwestern, Riley Lewerke. The serve would go toward her. It'll be freed over by Southwestern, and not freed over, it was Carly Grant. She actually had a nice run out. She kind of did that round the corner with the kill attempt, but it went deep. Point for Argyle, it's 12-3. Argyle is getting they're finding their mojo. High in the air, Foley with a kill. I tell you, Abigail Foley just unloads. 12-4, Argyle's lead is 8 here in set number 4. Again, our shoebox scoreboard, Argyle took the first set. Southwestern has taken the last 2 sets. Winner of this one moves on to the sectional semifinal next Thursday. LB hit deep, point Southwestern. Claire Holmes was hoping it was going to be tipped. She mistimed her jump. That's why I was cautious calling that one too. Sometimes I don't know if they're going to call a tip or not. Serve, a floater over, taken by Wellnitz. Near the net, nice flip over. Nice dig out by Southwestern over. Taken by Argyle near side. Kylie Butler off the top of the tape. Point Southwestern, 12-6. 3 consecutive points for the Wildcats. Now you start hearing the buzz from the blue and white section of the gym, which would be to our left. Serving is Alyssa Zeller. High, deep. It is a service error. 13-6 Argyle. Man, somebody's going to look back on this and go, all the service errors. Kylie Butler to serve. The back row taken by Southwestern near side. Pushing the back row. It was tipped. Bryn Harris should have let that one go. It was right there on the back line. 13-7, and you can look in the stands. Mom just has that look of, no.
Yep. She knew it too as soon as she stuck her arms out.
Exactly. Serve over, taken back row. Nobody there for Argyle. Southwestern making their run. It's 13-8. Within 5 are the Wildcats. It was 12-3. This has been a 5-1 run for Southwestern. Serve taken by Butler and confusion by Argyle. Another point for Southwestern. They're within 4. And now it seems like Argyle's starting to fall apart after being up, almost like they got comfortable.
Complacent.
Serve over. Bumped high into the air. Now to the near side. Brooke Wellnitz will set it to the back corner. Running kill attempt. That is deep. Was it tipped? No. Point Argyle. 14-9 Orioles. Again, just trying to make sure, because so many of these, they look like they could be tipped, then it doesn't look like they're tipped. Now serving Avery Steiner. High floater to the front, far side kill attempt, cross court, on the line. Kill by Megan Ropich. No, they're going to say it was out.
Wow. Line judge said in. Up official said, head official said no, it's out.
Okay, I was starting to write it down. They are saying point Argyle. That changes it, and that gets Southwestern's crowd not exactly happy, and I can't say I blame them. Quick set, tip over, dug out, and not over. Point Argyle.
In the net.
Southwestern in the net. Coach Karen Anger getting an explanation, and she is not happy. Anybody wearing blue and white in here, not happy. The officials are now talking.
My guess, I wouldn't be surprised if they replay that.
I would agree, because it looked like the ball was not going to go over the net, so I was already looking at it being point Southwestern.
But if she was over
But if
the
she
net,
went into the net,
or if she was over the net.
right. And again, my vision was blocked by the referee that is right in front of us. So I cannot make a clear statement one way or the other. Now, again, maybe if you're watching on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, maybe you had a different angle on it. Again, that camera is literally right above us, but just a touch to my left, right down the center of the net. You are going to have a good view of what happened. Captains are being asked to come over to talk to the referee.
My guess is a replay.
I think that would be the most fair way to do it on a regional championship. There's a disagreement, not to try to save face, but just say, you know, we called it this way. It probably should have been this way. Let's just call it.
There's no instant replay or challenges like in college.
Correct. Let's call it a jump ball, you could say, and we'll replay the down. I know, different sport, but both captains are looking intently. Neither one showing any emotion. None of them upset. Whistle blows. Point Southwestern. Kylie Butler goes over and tells Coach Green, and now she wants an explanation from the official, basically saying what's the decision. Kylie Butler comes back over to ask, just, you know, again, going back and forth. So instead of 16-9, it's 15-10. Look at this as a tri-core turning point. As we have gone now about 5 minutes of just standing here debating. Again, looking for an explanation. And again, no real emotion on Kylie Butler's face, but she comes over, kind of shrugs her shoulders, looking at Coach Green. Argyle's fans starting to get back up. Southwestern's fans starting to get back into it. After all of that, 15-10, serving as Alyssa Shelliam. Taken by Butler, high in the air, near side. Bomb, huge kill, Brooke Wellnitz. 16-10. Brooke getting a little more into this one. That had a little extra
Mustard on it?
That one had a little extra, a little relish, a little extra.
Something.
Couple letters on it. Here's a serve over high floater. Back set, far side kill attempt by Lisk. And a miscommunication by Wellnitz and Avery Steiner. Ball falls 16-11. Argyle's lead is 5 in set number 4. The match is being led by Southwestern 2-1.
You're in the lethal rotation portion again.
Megan Ropich with the serve. Back set to Brooke Wellnitz. Tipped at the tape and blocked. Abigail Foley.
Actually, I think that was number 12.
That would have been Lainey Ehrlich.
Ehrlich,
yep. And again, I'm going, my view is blocked right down that line, so I'll kind of lean on you on who does that, please. Serve over by Ropich. Quick set over and down. Avery Steiner. 17-12. Argyle leads by 5. They need to win this set to make it go to a 5th and decisive. Set in the middle, kill attempt taken back row. High in the air near side. Butler! Flying in there with a hard kill in the middle. 18-12. The overture playing at Argyle High School. Serve, dug out somehow by Southwestern. Beautiful play by Ropish. Near the net, it's Butler going down the line. Dug out by Shelliam. Here to the near side, kill attempt taken by Argyle. They are scrambling. Now Southwestern setting up. Foley for the kill. Dug out somehow by Harris. And then into the net is Avery Steiner. She was running out of real estate, had to make a split-second decision, and she tipped it into the net. It's 18-13. Argyle's lead is 5 in set number 4. This is the road to the rec center. Serve taken here near side. Butler out.
Asking for a tip. I don't think it was tipped.
She's claiming tipped. It didn't look like it changed direction on my end, but
no, I don't think so either.
But you know what? It never hurts to ask. Serve, Ehrlich. Taken back row by Harris. That's an ace. 18-15. Southwestern within 3.
It's so dangerous to receive a serve with the fist like that.
You cannot control it.
It's so hard.
Serve the back row, taken by Harris. Bump set, it'll be Butler. Into the middle, bumped by Ropish. Far side, Foley, too hard. 19-15. Argyle's lead is 4 in set number 4. Southwestern lost the first set 25-12. They have won the subsequent 2 sets 25-22, 25-23. Peck takes set number 4. Pecatonica moves on to the next round. We'll face the winner of this one. That one goes long by Southwestern. Point Argyle, 20-15. Timeout, Southwestern. We will keep it right here and let you know that the winner of this match will take on Pecatonica. The Vikings defeat Belmont 3-1. Welcome all of you joining us on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel and ESPN Radio. The road to the Resch lives here. With Arena Satterley, I'm John Satterley, a capacity crowd here in Argyle. Barneveld moves on as well. Argyle is trying to make it 3 teams from the 6 Rivers East with regional championships. Peck has theirs. Barneveld also has theirs. Brookwood and Cashton, they're tied at 2. The winner plays Fenimore. River Valley leads Mineral Point 15-14 in set number 4. Mineral Point leads the match 2-1. Argyle serving 20-15. A little bit of scramble now taken by Argyle. Bump set near side. Butler with the tip kill. Dug out by Southwestern. Near the net. Dunking it down. Dug out by the libero by Lewerke. Near the net. Dunked down. Point for Argyle. Avery Steiner with the tip kill, making it 21-15 in favor of the Orioles. Again, if you're just joining us, Argyle took the first set 25-12. Southwestern won set number 2, 25-22, and set number 3, 25-23. Service error by Elise Kubley. 21-16, Argyle's lead is 5. Orioles need 4 more points to go to a decisive set number 5 for a regional championship. Argyle looking for their first one since 2016.
Destiny Furlong on the serve.
Confusion by Argyle. It'll be freed over somehow. Near the net, it'll be tipped, kept alive and set over by Argyle. Now it'll be near the net and down on Argyle's side. Lexi Wonders unable to handle it. 21-17. Southwestern within 4. Argyle was up 12-3 at one point. We had a little bit of a stall out at 15-10 over a disagreement on a call that ended up going Southwestern side. Butler for the kill! 22-17. And Brent Harris to serve. We'll have our stats of the set coming your way in just a moment as well. Serve, Harris, low line driver. Kept alive by Southwestern, hitting it to the back row, taken by Wellnitz. Here to the near side, Kylie Butler, tip kill attempt. It's going to be somebody in the net.
23.
23 in the net for Southwestern, point Argyle. 23-17. Southwestern coming into this matchup with a record of 15-11. Argyle, number 1 in state and Division 5, 24-1, 12-0, conference champions of the Six Rivers East. The Wildcats, 3rd in the SWAL Conference. They have been pushed to the limit. They are pushing the Orioles to their limits. Off the top of the tape, kept alive. Foley tips it over. Point Argyle.
She was under the net. Shelly was under the net.
Set point for the Orioles. 24-17. Argyle 1 point away from setting it to a set 5. Deciding set 5. Argyle, their student section, stomping and clapping. Southwestern trying to scramble to keep it in play. They won't. We're going to a 5th set. 25-17. Argyle takes set number 4. We go to set number 5. The road to the Rush Center lives here on ESPN Radio.
In Game 11.
Enjoy the colors of fall and take a drive to Raleigh Cheese House. Stop in and try our award-winning artisan cheeses like Dunbarton Blue, Red Rock, and Little Mountain. Try our own fresh, squeaky cheese curds made every week. We also carry many other local cheeses, a wide variety of snacks, deli sandwiches, and beverages. It is worth the drive to shop locally and taste the difference of handmade Wisconsin cheese at Raleigh Cheese House on the corner of Highways 11 and 23 Shellsburg.
Our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports on Queen Bee Radio is presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and by Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Check out our upcoming schedule at am1590wpdl.com.
In Game 11.
From the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth on ESPN Radio. AM 1590 WPVL with Arena Satterley. I'm John Satterley. Thank you for joining us for high school volleyball. 4 sets, not enough. We have to go to a decisive set number 5. Let's take a look at your stats of the set presented to you by Dodgeville Tax and Accounting and Arena L. Satterley CPA with offices in Dodgeville and in Gratiot. Go to DodgevilleTax.com for more information. Set number 4. Argyle had 7 kills to Southwestern's 5. Assists 7-4 in favor of Argyle. Digs 5-4 in favor of Argyle. Both teams had 1 block. Argyle had 1 more ace, 4-3 over Southwestern. 3 tip kills to 1 for Argyle. Both had 2 service errors. 92% service for Argyle, 89% for Southwestern. Raina, we've seen both teams have service errors, and for some reason I have a feeling that it will be a service error or 2 in set number 5 that may make the difference in this one.
Entirely possible.
That's just kind of the way it has seemed to have gone. What we have for our shoebox scoreboard. Let's give you what we know. Cashin defeated Brookwood 3-2. Cashin at Fenimore Thursday night. Pecatonica awaiting the winner of this one. Pecatonica defeated Belmont 3-1. River Valley leading Mineral Point in set number 4, 15-14. Mineral Point leads the match 2-1. Mineral Point now wins 3-1 over River Valley after winning set 4, 26-24. Oh, by the way, the Badgers are playing. They're losing 14-0. Thank you, Presto. Richland Center, they lose 3-0. Marshall defeated Darlington 3-0 here. Set number 5 begins. Southwestern serve. Brooke Wellness for the kill. Attempt is deep. 1-0 Southwestern in set number 5. Argyle bucked the trend of whoever scored first lost the set last set. Wellnitz setting it up, back to Wellnitz. She goes to the back corner, is down. Going after it were the libero, Riley Lewerke wearing the black jersey. And Alyssa Zeller, it's tied at 1.
It would have dropped in if they hadn't touched it.
Right. Now serving for Argyle, Claire Holmes, the sophomore, wearing number 21. She'll run up and jump serve it. It's down. It'll somehow make it back over, taken by Butler. Near side, left-hand kill attempt, dug out by Southwestern. High in the air, far side, rejected by the net. Point Argyle.
Agreed.
2-1 Orioles. Claire Holmes to serve. Capacity crowd here in Argyle. Serve over near the net. Dunked down by Brooke Wellnitz. 3-1. This matchup being brought to you by Claire Bank, with their 8 convenient locations in Southwest Wisconsin, proud to support our community events. Claire Bank, where they say we can do that. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Serve over, taken in the middle, hit over on the second hit, and Argyle was not ready for it. 3-2 is your score. Applied Micro is your computer and networking specialist in Platteville, Dodgeville, and AppliedMicro.biz, and Cole Acres Golf and Grill in Cuba City. Cole Acres Golf and Grill.com. Serving Macon Ropish. Taken by Butler. High in the air, back set. It'll be Wellness with the kill in the back row. 4-2 Argyle. Highland State Bank of Highland and HighlandStateBank.net, and WCC Brands Custom Apparel in Kieler and WCC-Brands.com. Post-game show coming your way at the conclusion of this one. Served by Wellnitz over far side. Foley with the kill attempt, dug out by Wellnitz. Far side, left-hand kill attempt, tipped at the net, kept alive by Southwestern. Foley again with the kill attempt, dug out by Butler. Back to Butler, she goes for the kill, it's blocked, dug out somehow. Now it'll be Butler over. Lift is going to be called on Kylie Butler. 2 hits. 4-3 is your score. We'll have your scrapper of the game presented to you by West End Salvage, Tri-Court Turning Point. MVP presented to you by Hermson's Ace Hardware Home Center. All during the Reeves Wealth Management at Edward Jones post-game show. Serving is Lainey Ehrlich, taken by Wellnitz. Here to the front, Butler into the net. Tied at 4. Tonight's match being brought to you in part by Brian's Auto Body and Paint Specialists. The pros at Brian get the job done right for unexpected dings or major repair projects. Head to Brian's Auto Body and Paint, Lancaster. Serve to the near side. It'll be Butler into the middle. A little bit of confusion by Southwestern. Far side. Foley for the kill attempt. That's down. 5-4 Southwestern. They have scored 3 unanswered. Timeout, Argyle. Argyle calls timeout. We will keep it right here. And remind you that McNett Electric of Belmont can assist you with all of your electrical needs. Chip and his crew at McNett Electric are on call, ready to help you with your agricultural business and commercial needs. McNett Electric, Belmont. Breckler Insurance Group for all of your insurance needs. See Steve Landowski at Breckler Insurance Fenimore. Breckler Insurance serving Southwest Wisconsin for over 95 years. And Russell Law Office's local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Russell Law Office of Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington. Community First Bank for you and the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank. CFBank.com, member FDIC. Southwestern serving, leading 5-4, set number 5. Send over, dug out by Wellnitz, it'll go over and down. Sent back by Abigail Foley. 6-4 Southwestern. Argyle has only lost 1 match this year. Ranked number 1 in the state of Wisconsin. Undefeated in conference play, on the edge here. Butler sends it over. Foley will dig it out. Back to Foley. Kill attempt in the back row. Taken by Harris. Scrambling are Argyle. They cannot get it back over. It's 7-4 Southwestern. Apple River State Bank and First Community Bank of Galena, where you'll find local bankers making local decisions, meeting local needs. a banking experience you won't get anywhere else. Apple River State Bank and First Community Bank of Galena, member FDIC. Dug out by Harris, sent back over to the back row. It'll come into the crowd right in front of us. 8-4. 6 in a row scored by Southwestern, and timeout Argyle. They burn their final timeout. We'll take it as well as the road to the Rush Center lives here on ESPN Radio.
In Game 12.
Better health starts here, and that means getting the care you need close to home when you need it. Grant Regional Health Center offers a wide variety of outpatient services, including wound care, IV infusions, injections, blood transfusions, antibiotic therapy, and much more. We've expanded our offerings to better serve you. Before you travel out of town or hours away, call us at 608-723-1309 to inquire about receiving outpatient services here. Grant Regional Health Center. Better health starts here.
Watch live and archive H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical and Lady Center Monroe High School Sports video coverage all season on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Get the latest schedule at AM1590WPBL.com.
In Game 12.
Back to Argyle as there's a scrum at the net, kept alive by Southwestern. Now Argyle goes back on offense. Near side, Butler into the net. I think they're going to say it was blocked by Carly Grant because they let play continue. 9-4 Southwestern. Tri-Court turning point has to be when Argyle is down up 4-2 in set number 5, and now it has been all Southwestern, 7 in a row. Butler, tip kill attempt, dug out somehow by Ropish, sent over by Foley. Dug out by the Orioles near side. Butler tipped at the tape, kept alive by Southwestern. It will be kept alive. Foley will punch it over. It is out. Argyle stops the hemorrhaging. That was 7 in a row. Scored by Southwestern. Now to serve. Elise Kubley. Can Argyle answer and keep their season alive? Serve over, taken by Lewerke. Far side Foley, down the line. Harris can't handle it. 10-5, Wildcats. We will talk with your most valuable players in our post-match show, presented by Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center, Bloomington. Hermson's Ace Hardware, Platteville. Serving, Destiny Furlong. Taken in the back row. Bump near side, Kylie Butler tipped at the tape. Kept alive. Far side, Foley with the kill. 4 points away from a massive upset. Argyle's side has gone silent. Southwestern, they put the Wild in Wildcats. Near the net, Butler, tip at the tape, kept alive by Carly Grant. Foley with the kill attempt, dug out by Wellnitz. Near the net, blocked by Foley. 12-5 Southwestern. All of Southwestern on this near side on their feet. Setting it up. Butler blocked in. 2 points away for Southwestern. Argyle is stunned. The Wildcats feeling it. Serve over. Nobody got it from Argyle. They didn't move. Championship points, 14-5. Everybody from Southwestern side are on their feet. Served by Furlong, taken by Wellness near the net, pushed over. Argyle stays alive. (14-6). No room for error. Bryn Harris to serve. Her right-handed serve goes deep. taken by Southwestern near the net to the back row, taken by Argyle, flipping it back over. A lift! A lift goal on Avery Steiner of the Southwestern Wildcats, our regional champions. (12-25, 25-22, 25-23, 17-25, 15-6 as the plaque goes to Southwestern. The Wildcats are regional champions, and they will play Pecatonica on Thursday in a sectional semifinal. One of the biggest upsets in the state of Wisconsin on this regional championship Saturday night is Southwestern defeating Argyle 3-2, 12-25, 25-22, 25-23, 17-25, and 15-6. Our Reed's Wealth Management and Edward Jones postgame show with our Herbs and Zay's Hardware and Home Center Most Valuable Player, Tri-Card Turning Point, and Scrapper of the Game all coming your way next. The road to the Resch Center lives here on ESPN Radio.
Postgame 3 minutes.
If you're upgrading a home or business, call the trusted pros at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. They offer a premium selection of CHI overhead doors, combining style, durability, and security for both residential and commercial properties. Need rain gutters to protect your building from water damage? Carey's has you covered there too. Learn more at Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com. They sell the best and service the rest. Get the quality you deserve at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont and Prairie du Chien.
People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
I'm here today with Keith Dula from Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque. Keith, it seems like hybrids are dominating the roads, but there aren't many charging locations in Dubuque.
Agreed. Luckily, Toyota hybrids don't require plug-in charging. The Toyota hybrid system is built to charge while the vehicle is being driven, so there's no need for plug-in charging.
That's awesome. What about the battery life? Should people be worried about its longevity?
Not at all. Toyota has sold over 5 million hybrids in the last 25 years. Plus, their battery warranty covers you for 10 years or 150,000 miles.
How does regular maintenance on a hybrid compare to a gas model?
Hey, that's a great question. Toyota hybrid vehicles require the same maintenance as gas-powered models and oftentimes even less. For example, the hybrid model's regenerative braking charges the battery while slowing down the vehicle, increasing the life of the vehicle's brake pads.
Wow, it seems like there are a lot of benefits in choosing a hybrid Toyota. Visit Anderson Weber in Dubuque to learn more and to take a test drive today.
Whether it's on the farm, at the job site, or just the front lawn, Napa has the parts to get the job done. Hydraulic hoses, PTO drive shafts, even bucket teeth are just some of the parts that can be found at Napa. For smaller equipment like lawnmowers, snowblowers, or snowmobiles, we carry essential maintenance items such as belts, filters, and fluids. Stop in today at Napa Auto and Truck Parts, Highway 14 East Richland Center, and Highway 61 Boscoville.
Pizzeria Uno, the Annex, and the Back Bar in Platteville offer a trio of options for your dining and drinking enjoyment. The Annex Sports Bar is the place to catch the big game. While you're rooting on your favorite team, you can order from the full Pizzeria Uno menu. Uno's signature Long Island iced teas, a great variety of local beers, mixers, and more let you complement Platteville's best deep dish pizza your way. Pizzeria Uno, the Annex, and the Back Bar in Platteville.
Your high school postgame show is brought to you by Elena and Ben Reeves at Edward Jones, a financial service firm serving individuals and business owners.
Is your money working as hard as it should be? This is Elena Reeves with Edward Jones. If you want to provide for your children's education, reduce your tax bill, or prepare for a comfortable retirement, we need to talk. Today, more than ever, your financial security deserves the attention of full-time financial advisors. Take advantage of our years of experience. Contact financial advisors Elena or Ben Reeves at 608-348-2441 or stop by our office on Highways 80 and 81 in Platteville next to Sups Nutrition. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
The road to the Resch Center lives here on ESPN Radio AM 1590 WPVL as Southwestern upsets number 1 seed Argyle 3 sets to 2. 12-25, 25-22, 25-23, 17-25, and 15-6. Welcome to our post-match show presented to you by Reeves Wealth Management at Edward Jones. And Raina, what a match we saw. Southwestern, we said at the beginning, they are in an extremely tough conference. You cannot let the record, you cannot take it lightly. And Southwestern came in here and gave everything to the Argyle Orioles. And Argyle, the first set, they looked like they had everything ready to go, winning 25-12, going, well, this could be quick. And then Southwestern just came out of nowhere. And I wouldn't say out of nowhere, but when you lose the first set 25-12, and then all of a sudden come back and win the second set, and then the third set on top of it. And then all of a sudden, you lose the fourth set 25-17. It's like, okay, Argyle came back. But realistically, the turning point, our Tricor turning point, presented to you by Tricor Insurance. Insurance plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tricor Insurance. We've got to go with that fifth set. Argyle was up 4-2. It was going back and forth. 1-0, 1-1. Then Argyle scored 2 in a row, 3-1. Then it was back and forth a little bit, 3-2, then 4-2. And then Southwestern goes on a 7-0 run. Trailing 4-2, then leading 9-4, and they were able to take care of business. We'll go ahead and we're going to be talking to our most valuable players of the game, presented to you by Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center, Bloomington and Platteville. First, we're being joined by Carly Grant, and congratulations, regional champion. Have you come down yet, or is this just still unreal?
It is unreal.
Take us through, the first set. It was one-sided. What was said in that huddle going into set number 2 that you seem to come out as a whole different team?
We just have to push and dedicate.
It's all right. Take your time. It's just, because it's a lot to digest right now. You just knocked off the number 1 team in state.
Oh yeah.
But what was, again, it looked like they looked like the number 1 team in state in the first set. But your Wildcats looked like a team that was not going to bow down in set number 2, set number 3. What was the difference in the mindset?
We just said we worked all summer for this, and we were not going to let it down now if we came this far. This is the first time we've been to regional finals in a long time.
It's been a little bit.
Yeah.
It has been a little bit. And that fifth set, how are you able to continue, you're down 4-2. What was being said saying, all right, when you went on that 7-0 run?
We just need to pick each other up and believe in each other and keep thriving, and all the energy led us to keep building points up and up, and it led to a great win.
And you get a chance to stay in this direction. You get to go up the road to Pecatonica. They defeated Belmont this evening, so you get to go through the 6 Rivers. Barneveld also won, so you might have to go 6 Rivers to get to the Resch Center.
We are ready for it.
Hey, but think about it. You're just going right up Highway 78 if you do it that way.
Yeah.
Hey, anything is possible. My first season covering volleyball was covering Southwestern going to state.
Yeah.
So how fitting I come back to Queen Bee Radio and it's Southwestern once again. You ladies, there's something about you.
Yes.
It's fun to cover. Congratulations, Carly. Regional champions. Congratulations.
Woo! Thank you.
Carly Grant joining us. Now we're going to be joined by Alyssa Shelliam. Congratulations, regional champion.
Yep, thank you.
How does this one feel after knocking off #1 in state?
I think it's just been a wild ride. We've worked our butts all season in the gym, and we came here to prove something. We were the lower seed, but we came here with fuel and stuff, and we've got a team with high energy, and we weren't backing down.
The Six Rivers East is absolutely a brutal conference.
Yep.
You'll agree with that, but you'll also agree, hello, Swall Conference.
Yeah, we come from
you come from, look at Cuba City, look at Mineral Point.
Yeah,
you've got Darlington upsetting Cuba City.
Yeah.
That's what you have week in and week out. How do you feel your conference, the Swall Conference, gets you ready for D5 play on the road to the Rush?
We've got Mineral Point, we've got Cuba City. They've all gone to state. We haven't yet, which who knows where the season goes. We're heading there. But that Swall Conference is one of the harder ones. We've got Mineral Point. We took the 5 sets. We showed them we weren't backing down to anything. We've been in the gym nonstop, and we've got 7 seniors, and we've got something to prove this year.
And how do you feel that, when you were down after that first set, Argyle looked pretty dominant. What changed your mindset for sets number 2 and 3, where you came out and, you took the punch to the jaw,
Yep.
but then you came back swinging?
It's just that feel. We had the mentality. It's all a mental game at this point. We know we were physically strong, and so are they, but we've got the mental side of it.
Alyssa, congratulations being one of our most valuable players, regional champion. Hey, who knows? They might keep me on you, so we might see you.
We'll see you again.
See you up the road in Blanchardville on Thursday night. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Alyssa Shelliam joining us here, one of our most valuable players, presented to you by Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center Bloomington and Platteville. Now being joined by Alyssa Zeller, regional champion. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How does this feel being a senior, knocking off #1 in state, #1 seed, and becoming regional champion?
It feels so amazing because we've worked so hard over the whole summer and all season. It just feels so good that the work all finally paid off.
I know I'm kind of sounding like a broken record, but that first set, Argyle really caught you. How were you able to return that punch back to them to go up 2 sets to 1 before you ultimately won the match?
We just came back out with all the energy we had, and we really wanted this game. We wanted it for so long, so we just brought everything we had and we left everything out there.
How are you able to win the mental game of this one? Because volleyball, it's about going back and forth. It's such a mental game and game of streaks and momentum. How are you able to grab that momentum and the mental game in the middle of the match?
Our whole team just constantly supports each other no matter what. Every mistake, every exciting moment, we're just always there for each other, and we're always just so excited to be out there together.
Going through the Six Rivers East, trying to get to the Resch Center. It's the road to the Resch Center. Who knew that road for Southwestern would be Highway 78? Argyle, Blanchardville, Hollandale, and maybe up the road to Barneveld. That'd be where the sectional championship would be at. Who knew it was going to be this road? But what has this path felt like to just get here and enjoy this moment?
It's been kind of difficult. Our conference is really tough, but then we've worked so hard, and it just feels so amazing now that we've secured this and we have the momentum above everybody else.
Well, Alyssa, you still get the rest of the weekend to enjoy this. You get Peck coming up on Thursday. But enjoy being regional champions, and congratulations. Your senior year is not going down without swinging, so congratulations.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you. Alyssa Zeller, one of our Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center most valuable player. Maybe we'll get a chance to talk to Karen Anger. Definitely want to get Abigail Foley up here, too. She was definitely one of the players we want to talk to, because she was so instrumental on making this happen. Just her power hits were just unreal. She was able to do this, and I want to see how she was able to hammer this stuff home here this evening. So let's go ahead and, again, she's one of our most valuable players. Our MVPs are presented to you by Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington, and Hermson's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main in Platteville. Hermson's will be the MVP for your next project in your home. Go to Hermson's Ace Hardware in Bloomington and Platteville. Abigail Foley joining us here. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow, can you swing? That is unreal. I mean, between you and Brooke Wellnitz and Kylie Butler, it almost felt like it was a slugfest out here. How are you able to come out on top this evening?
I just try to swing like either way, see where the block is at, and I have amazing teammates to like cover if I get blocked.
And you were able to just swing for the fences. I don't think anybody, they hadn't really seen anybody like you.
Yeah.
How were you able to kind of go under the radar, being a sophomore, come in here and contribute so much to this now regional championship team?
I just kind of like focus on like what my coaches tell me, and I do whatever they try to tell me, so it works out.
You know, being trusted, I think if I see correctly, you are the only sophomore on a whole team of upperclassmen. How have you taken that responsibility to get a lot of playing time and say, I've earned this, and earned the trust of your teammates to really trust you in these big moments, especially tonight?
I just try to work my hardest, and my teammates are amazing. They never like look down on me. They always like think of me as them.
Since I haven't got a chance to talk to you before this, I'm just going to ask you live on the air. Is your dad Jason by chance?
Yeah.
There you go. It's that Blackhawk State connection right there. Since he was my classmate in high school.
Oh, that's cool.
And then you figure across the way, you had Harris was also a classmate.
Yeah.
No, Mom. So see that class of '99 from Blackhawk. There we go. I thought it was, but again, do me a favor, tell your dad I said hi.
Okay.
And congratulations on being
Thank you
regional
so much.
champion. And hey, more Six Rivers East. You get to go up the road to play Pecatonica.
Yep.
I don't think it would disappoint your dad too much to beat up on Peck, would it?
No.
Exactly. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I appreciate it, Abigail. Regional champion. Hopefully we'll get a chance to see you on Thursday night.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Abigail Foley joining us here, one of our Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center's most valuable player. Our scrapper of the game, presented to you by West End Salvage. It is the player whose hustle and scrappiness stood out in trying to lay the opponent to waste, presented by West End Salvage of Lancaster. And I think you have to really give the scrapper of the game to Riley Lewerke, the libero. The libero is probably the one that's always out there. They have the jersey on. They're wearing the different color. And so they're already going to be singled out. So you really have to be scrappy. You have to go after the loose balls and everything and hope that you get it taken care of. So Riley Lewerke, our scrapper of the game, presented to you by West End Salvage, is the player whose hustle and scrappiness stood out in trying to lay the opponent to waste, presented by West End Salvage of Lancaster. We're going to take one more quick timeout, and then we will be back and wrap things up from Argyle High School. Southwestern defeats Argyle 3-2. Back after this timeout as the road to the Rush Center lives here on ESPN Radio.
Post game, 2 minutes.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Ask Steve at Breckler Insurance in Fenimore if auto owners make sense for you.
Are you thinking of buying or selling a home? Hit a home run with Home Key Real Estate. Kim Bussin is your local real estate expert and 5-star agent. Buying? They have a state-of-the-art website for all your searching needs. They provide first-time homebuyer assistance with the experience to help you find your perfect dream home. Selling? No problem. Ask about their discounted commission rates, free home evaluation, and available live or online auction services. Call one of our agents or call 608-642-0750 and ask for Kim. For your key to the future, go to homekeysearch.com today.
Join Tyler Dictanis and Steve Prestigard as the Platteville Pioneers take on the Wisconsin Badgers for the Guarding Against Cancer game. Listen on X1071 and X1071.com Wednesday, October 29th from the Kohl Center in Madison as the Guard brothers face each other to kick off their basketball seasons. Pre-game starts at 6:40 with tip-off at 7 p.m. Special thanks to our sponsors: Pioneer Ford, Pizzeria Uno, the Annex in the Back Bar, McNett Electric, Steve's Pizza, State Farm Insurance Agent Jordan Holthouse, Southwest Health, and Helker Jewelry. Don't miss the Guarding Against Cancer game October 29th on X1071.
Wisconsin football's 2025 season is almost over. Just 2 chances left to be at Camp Randall for Big Ten football. Don't miss the Badgers' matchups with Washington and Illinois and the traditions that make game day unforgettable. Jump around the 5th quarter in memories that can only be made in Madison. Tickets are going fast. Lock in your seats now at uwbadgers.com or by calling 1-800-GO-BADGERS.
Post game, 2 minutes.
We are back to our post-game show presented to you by Reeves Wealth Management and Edward Jones as we are wrapping up our post-game show from Argyle High School as Pecatonica defeated Belmont 3-1, 25-14, 25-16, 26-28, 25-14. Pecatonica will host the Southwestern Wildcats, who just upended the number 1 seed, Argyle Orioles, 3-2. Again, the final on that line, 3-2, was 12-25, 25-22, 25-23, 17-25, 15-6. So again, other final scores. Let's take a look at our shoebox scoreboard update. Barneveld swept Chesterton Academy of Milwaukee 25-9, 25-15, 25-19. Barneveld will host number 2 seed St. Ambrose, who swept Madison Country Day 25-12, 25-16, 25-20. So they're still in chance to battle for County K for a chance to go to state with Peck and Barneveld if they both win on Thursday. The sectional championship will be at Barneveld. Or will the upset-minded Wildcats do that? Love that it was a great guess with Abigail Foley. Yes, that is the daughter of my classmate Jason Foley, class of 99 from Blackhawk, who helped take Blackhawk to their first ever state championship in 98. So there again, there's some lineage here. So you had Brooke Harris, Brooke Quire, her daughter, playing for Argyle. And that was Bryn Harris. She was class of 99. So you had 2 that went to the same class at Blackhawk, daughters playing against each other tonight here in Argyle for Argyle versus Southwestern. That, you talk about a small world. Let's take a look at the rest of the shoebox scoreboard for our area scores. Let's see if all of a sudden if I can push the right buttons, it's amazing what happens. So let's go ahead and let's continue with Division 5. Highland defeated Waniwak Center 3-0. 17-25, 25-18, 25-16. I'm going to go a boo-boo on that one, but regardless, Highland wins. They will face the winner of Royal and DeSoto, and correct me if I'm wrong. Let me look at my messages. Royal loses 3-0 to DeSoto. It will be DeSoto at Highland on Thursday for a sectional semifinal. That will be at Highland, and the winner of that one will face the winner of Newman Catholic and I think Eau Claire Emmanuel Lutheran. I remember having to drive up to Eau Claire Emmanuel Lutheran when they were in Division 5 and took out the Blackhawk Warriors during COVID. You know, just those little things that you remember from over the years. Let's go to another division. All right, let's go Division 4 here. Let's get everything pulled up. In Division 4, it was Fenimore sweeping Bangor 25-18, 25-21, 25-14. And then it was Cashton defeating Brookwood 3-2. Cashton at Fenimore Thursday night for a sectional semifinal. That is Division 3. Now to Division 3. Let's go here if I can. I'm just trying to figure everything out on the fly, what I do best, and that's, if you can't dazzle with brilliance, you baffle with, you know the rest of it. So it was Mineral Point defeating River Valley 3-1, 20-25, 25-23, 25-22, 26-24. The Blackhawks giving Mineral Point all they can handle, but Mineral Point will host Marshall, who ended Darlington's season 25-17, 25-17, 25-17. So Mineral Point hosting Marshall. that sectional championship would be at Richland Center. Aquinas knocked off number 1 seed Viroqua this evening, 3-1. Luther will host Aquinas in the sectional semifinals. Sauk Prairie defeated McFarland this evening. Edgewood eliminated Mount Horeb. Try to take a look and see who else we have that would be potentially in our area. And if I feel like I'm missing somebody, and I do apologize if I do. I think we were talking about one. Yes, Highland. Moving on, Highland will host DeSoto coming up. We'll take one more quick timeout and wrap things up from Argyle High School. Your final score this evening, 3-2. Southwestern upsets Argyle. The road to the Rush Center lives here on ESPN Radio.
Post-game 1 minute.
I'm here with Kyle Wiskus from Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque. Kyle, it seems like hybrids are dominating the roads, but there aren't many charging locations in Dubuque.
Agreed. Luckily, Toyota hybrids don't require plug-in charging. The Toyota hybrid system is built to charge while the vehicle is being driven, so there's no need for plug-in charging.
What about the battery life? Should people be worried about its longevity?
Not at all. Toyota has sold over 5 million hybrids in the last 25 years. Plus, their battery warranty covers you for 10 years or 150,000 miles.
How does regular maintenance on a hybrid compare to a gas model?
Toyota hybrid vehicles require the same maintenance as gas-powered models and oftentimes even less. For example, the hybrid model's regenerative braking charges the battery even while slowing down the vehicle, increasing the life of the vehicle's brake pads.
Wow, it seems like there are a lot of benefits in choosing a hybrid Toyota. Visit Anderson Weber in Dubuque to learn more and take a test drive today.
Post-game 1 minute.
Back to Argyle High School on ESPN Radio, AM 1590 WPVL, where the Southwestern Wildcats, they upset the Argyle Orioles, the number 1 seed, 3-2. And again, your final with the sets, it was 12-25, 25-22, 25-23, 17-25, 15-6. I'd like to say thank you. And you know, broadcasting these games, thank you so much to the staff here at Argyle High School. I want to give extra special thank you to Mark Evenstead, who's been up here helping get players to come up here, and just being one of my mentors and closest friends over the years. You know, thank you to Shark for helping me out and in the radio side of it, and also just off air as well. I'd like to say thank you to head coach Jen Green of the Argyle Orioles, Travis Erickson, the principal. He's out in Wyoming elk hunting, and he helped me get everything here. The athletic director, Miss Heidi Ganchert, thank her so much as well. Also to head coach Karen Anger for joining us in our pregame show, and our most valuable players, Alyssa Shelliam, Alyssa Zeller, Carly Grant, and Abigail Foley, joining us up here in the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth. And thank you to all of our sponsors, without which we would be unable to broadcast these games to you. And thank you again to all of our listeners. Again, without people wanting to listen, we wouldn't have a reason to broadcast. For Arena Satterley, I'm John Satterley. The preceding has been a presentation of AM 1590. WPVL, a Queen Bee radio station. The road to the Rush Center lives here on ESPN Radio.
This has been a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports presentation.
ESPN Radio, AM 1590, WPVL Platteville, a Queen Bee radio station.